go. What a way to start it. Okay, here we go. We are live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Late Late Horror Show.
Hey, group.
With me, Dino.
And the other guy.
Ted and...
As I was referred to last week.
Eric from the Death Twitch.
Guest host.
Other guy. What up, everybody?
The other guy, yeah.
Hey, Dino and the other guy.
The other
Got
guy.
some nerve.
Man, it's been a long time, Eric from the Death Twitch.
What up, yo?
Yeah, it's been a long time since... Hopefully everybody can hear him fine. Should be able to.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can.
I can
Anyways,
beautifully.
Oak is in there. I'm presuming he's still in there. Channel Sundown, Amanda's here. How you doing? Everybody on iTunes listening. We do this live on YouTube every Monday night, 9 o'clock, roughly around there, 8:39. So there you go.
It's whenever I get here.
If you hear me throwing out names in the chat and stuff like that, that's where it's at. It's on YouTube Live. So
Chat is where it's
go
at.
subscribe, hit that bell button, all that good stuff, or don't. It can care less, really. There's a bunch of links down below my
Click them or don't.
video. Click them or
We only
don't.
want the cool people to subscribe. None of those squares.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're not allowed.
None of those squares. Anyways, we are doing commentary on Nosferatu, 1979, Werner Herzog, Klaus Kinski
Yes.
stars as Dracula in this version of the good old Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Does he still want his opera house
No, he doesn't want an opera
as
house.
a vampire?
No.
This one's way different once we start getting into it and
Yeah.
talking about it.
Kind of like the original Nosferatu, loosely based on
Yeah.
the source novel, but they change characters around. This one keeps the proper names as opposed to the silent one changing all the names around.
Yeah. Ardith Blood is in there. Horror Gang is in chat and YouTube.
All these mofos waiting to get in.
Randall Queen. What up, everybody? Yay. Sorry, I'm always throwing
Sorry,
out
there's
some
not enough
shots.
room for all of you. There's just not enough room on the internet for everybody.
Oh, my God. Yeah, you know what? Ardith is the creepy one. This version of it, you know what? They all have their own little... I love them all. Like,
Yeah.
right before this started, me and Ted kind of said... He asked me, do you like the silent one better than this one? Because of the similarities to the Dracula character.
It's hard to pick now, isn't it?
It's hard to pick, but in my mind, I'm also going, it depends. If you're in that mood for that black and white or silent era movies, what can you say?
That's what I go to sleep to at night.
Do you?
Absolutely, I love because the movies back then were they were calmer and quieter, not as many cuts, no jump scare sounds. It's a lot more calming, and like I can go to sleep to that.
Hell yeah.
Silent is fantastic. It's super creepy.
A lot of those
And,
older movies, Dr.
Dr.
Cabinet,
Caligari.
We can... Wait, hold on. Oh my
knew it.
God. That's got to come up. I got some water.
Unsubscribe.
I'm offended.
Hey, Sandra, what's going on in the chat? Yeah,
I will say this,
Go ahead.
the 79 one is probably more of my go-to. I have them both, but
You know what?
I go to that one more.
I thought that because this version is very gothic and very hammerous.
You know it's got my stuff in it.
Yes.
It's got cemeteries, it's got castles, it's just missing Ingrid Pitt.
One thing I was disappointed in, though, was not enough chicks. you know?
No, that's why you go to Hammer then.
Well, I know.
You know?
But I'm like, where's his, concubines and, his...
Well, those weren't in the original either.
I know, but...
I
know
they really
went with
only
the-
loosely based it on the source
right.
novel in the first place because they couldn't obtain the rights to it, so they really had to tone it down a little bit.
Hey, Amanda's going to listen to this as she finishes cleaning up. So good luck with that, Amanda.
All right.
Yeah, give her channel a like. She's a fun Southern Belle
Cool.
kind of gal.
By cleaning, she means to dissolve the body in the bathtub.
With bleach and other chemicals.
Hey, you got to clean
Wait,
up
hold
after
on.
you do that.
Hold on, shush. Don't talk about that.
Oh, I mean, secrets out.
Oh, jeez.
You know, this is probably the only Werner Herzog movie I think I've ever seen. I know he's this big, respected filmmaker.
I reference about the Opera House earlier.
I don't think I've seen any of his other films. I know he and Klaus Kinski did a number of films together and have a sort of a tumultuous relationship.
Ooh,
Yeah.
tumultuous, like
Well,
lovers.
Klaus Kinski's just known for throwing tantrums and being
He's a
pissy
madman.
and
He is.
possibly molesting his kids. But
Yeah, I mean, they're already talking like Bela Lugosi is Dracula. When you think of Dracula, you think of Bela Lugosi. Well, you know, that's what I was kind of saying. I mean, you got Bram Stoker's too. You got the old black and white. They all set alone and are just as great for what they are. Different versions. And you kind of don't get that with a lot of these movies where they try to remake a movie.
yeah, I don't have a problem with, you know, another adaptation of a book. This is more of a remake of the original Nosferatu, which was only, like I said, just loosely based on a book. But I still don't have a problem because it did something.
Loosely?
Well, because a
Kinda
lot
like
of the book is not in Nosferatu.
Kind of
either
like your
version.
stool.
No, I'm bound up.
Are you? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. See, Ted every now and then
You got to
eats a
give me the
block of
juice,
cheese.
the Metamuse. Yeah, for lunch I had a block of Velveeta.
No.
I used that little cheese slicer with the wire on it and the roller.
Ted takes a pound of Velveeta and melts it in a bowl and just starts eating it with a spoon.
I mean, I don't even know if it's cheese. It's cheese product, isn't it? It's,
Yeah, cheese.
But yeah, it'll bind you up anyway, man. I mean,
Oh, man.
you put me off. What was I saying?
There he is.
They could make a sequel to the stuff about Velveeta.
Oh,
Let's call it Velveeta.
yes. I got my stuff cut back there somewhere. There it is. Off in the corner.
Oh, yeah, I
But
made
anyways.
that. I made that.
Stephen G. Atkins, what's up, brother? The man, the blues, the myth, the legend. This guy knows. He's got some good voices too. He's got a, you know, like what's his name, Rich Little.
Oh yeah, he's like Rich Little.
If you can go back,
Mel Blanc, Rich Little.
People go, who's Rich Little? What the hell? Okay, you know what? This movie is so long, and the beginning kind of draws out a little bit here too.
Oh, the beginning is. I could take half an hour of that beginning.
Oh no, I love it, but
Creepiest
we're gonna-
intro to a movie I think I've seen in a while.
We are going to start it. So, Eric, I'm putting my finger up, and
The finger!
Are you ready? And
Just say go whenever you say go.
okay, and go.
All right.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
Look at that.
Yeah.
And if you could hear the music during these scenes of these mummies, it's so eerie and like look at
This
those are
image
mummies
is
of
just-
children.
Classically creepy right off the bat.
These
Look
are
at-
these
I-
are
I
real
act-
mummies
I
from
act- oh,
Mexico.
Go ahead.
Guanajuara, something like that, Mexico.
Oh, that's weird. to think
These
about.
are real mummies that you can. Well, they have them like in a museum. You pay a little bit, you can go see them, but they actually moved them out of their glass cases and put them in this little cave here like this.
That's a
But
shame.
these were once real people. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing about it is you don't necessarily know that you're going to end up.
Look at the
on-
freaking shoes.
Right.
Okay,
These
I'm
people
sorry,
did.
sorry, Eric.
This
but
was
I had to
from
point
the,
out the shoes from like
Yeah, one of them's wearing shoes.
one of the malls. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
it's how odd is that?
Those
What
are
is
good
that?
shoes.
Okay, go ahead.
Just it was from a cholera outbreak. They put them all wherever because when they died it was some cholera outbreak in Mexico. So these are all people that died of cholera.
Oh, jeez. Hey, and Tim Felton, I see you in the chat, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Send me a message on Facebook. So there you go. But yeah, this I love this.
And if you're not
opening
listening
scene
with
and stuff like
sound,
that.
I mean the music that plays over this, that
Great soundtrack.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean just that chanting and it's righteously creepy.
Oh,
Blows
heck yeah.
away anything today.
Heck yeah, I love the opening scene, man. But
And that's all you got to see to hook somebody in this movie. Like right there, okay, you got my attention.
yeah, Ted got me with the trailer. He goes, "Look at the trailer here." Look at
I think I just showed you the beginning of the movie.
I'm like, you
Look
know,
at that fat ass one right there.
You know, got some big boobs there. Yeah, there's all kinds of different little mummies in here, and they're all it's very creepy, very dark, disturbing a bit.
It
maybe.
is. It is. It puts you right off. Puts you off your food.
Yeah, I mean, look at the gums on that one. You know,
I mean, it's got some teeth sticking out. The teeth are still white and pearly.
As a horror fan, I would be honored to know like I ended up as a mummy in a movie, in a horror movie.
And then here's this.
Oh, and
there's
the
a few
bad
images
scene.
like this hypnotic bat scene.
I love that. You know, all these little nuances that they put into this movie, it's beautiful. I mean, I love the dark imagery that they put into this.
And what we find is this is a dream here that Lucy, this is what in the normal
Lucy's hot
Dracula
as
story
hell.
would have been Mina Harker.
Yeah.
This is Lucy Harker. She has this dream of the mummies and the bat. So it's almost established right from the beginning that she has a connection with Dracula almost. Like it seems there's a psychic connection before he even sees her picture later on.
Yes. And that was Eric opening up a beer.
All right.
He just got done doing his Metal Mondays on Speed of Sound.
Got to crack open a trooper.
But yeah, it is strange that's where it was a little bit different in this movie, is where Lucy kind of, later towards the end, which I guess we won't get, but the other adaptations, it happens pretty quickly about where the vampire
this
comes
one takes
to Lucy.
its
and it's more about Jonathan in here.
In the original story, Dracula comes to Lucy first. And in a lot of ways, Francis Ford Coppola's version is probably a lot more accurate to the book in a lot more ways. I mean, they throw that Vlad stuff in there, which isn't really... But it makes for an interesting story. The ending is a little bit different in how he dies. But his is probably the most faithful to the book. Yeah. As opposed to every other version. I mean, the Bela Lugosi one is actually based on the play. And a lot of versions after that sort of followed suit with that one.
And there are some long, drawn-out scenes, which doesn't hurt the
it's not
the
boring
film at all. It's just no talking, or like right now, there's kittens.
I taught Putty Tat
all around the like
kitties. It's like watching YouTube.
Oh, jeez,
funny kitty videos.
But yeah, what's your do you have a favorite, Eric, or are you kind of like me? Like they all are good in their own way, and
I have a favorite Dracula movie.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about this earlier. In fact, I've been talking about Dracula all fucking day. Numerous people.
Hey, we got time. Nothing's going on right now.
It is kind of hard to pick. It really is. Because like I was saying earlier, I like the Spanish version of Dracula, but the actor who played him was goofy. Yeah. So it just sort of takes away a little bit, because the rest of the movie is amazing. And of course, I like the original with Bella, because he's a pimp. And Christopher Lee's a badass. And I was talking about how Horror of Dracula is a great movie, but they had a different guy playing him, and I don't even remember what actor it was. The movie was good. I think it would have been better with Christopher Lee.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard to pick a favorite.
Who played Horror of Dracula?
Well, wait. Well, it depends. Well, the one with Christopher Lee is known as Horror of Dracula here, but it's just Dracula in England.
Okay.
Which one are we thinking of?
58? Is it that this can't be the same one, because they had a different actor. It was a whole different dude. It was like some blonde guy.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait, you're not thinking of Brides of Dracula, are you?
Yeah.
Did it still have Peter Cushing in it? If it still had Peter Cushing in it, then there was one called the sequel. The actual direct sequel to the Hammer Dracula was Brides of Dracula. And that guy was blonde.
For some reason, I thought I was thinking of Horror. That one has Christopher Lee in it?
Horror of Dracula is Christopher Lee. The direct sequel is Brides of Dracula. It still has Peter Cushing, but the vampire is kind of locked. The mother.
Maybe
we did a show on it.
Son of Dracula?
Don't know. But if it's a Hammer one, then the next one was Brides of Dracula, and the dude was blonde.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was his mother. He was like a disciple of Dracula's, and his mother kept him chained in the house, and all that.
That's all coming.
And it had the great ending with the windmill, where Peter Cushing turns it into the shape of the cross, the windmill. Yes. If that's what he's talking about. Oh my God! Here's Renfield at the. This guy's a riot.
You know what? One of the things about this movie that I can say, this guy's a total dope.
I'm doing his laugh.
they miscast this guy totally.
I mean, I think it's to establish that he's already a loon anyway.
True, I guess, but yeah, you're
Werner handpicked this guy. This guy didn't audition. He was picked for that.
Okay. Well,
but see, like in the original Dracula with Bella, Renfield is the one who goes to the castle in the beginning. It's not a Jonathan Harker guy. It's actually Renfield, Dwight Fry. And, they're always, even in the Hammer one, it wasn't to go and sell him land. It was to go and organize his library. That's what he was being hired for.
Right. Yeah, so what we've missed here is the introduction. Is we were introduced to Lucy and Jonathan Harker, and in this version, he's just basically walking down the street.
It takes place in Wismar,
right?
Would be Germany.
Yeah.
As opposed to England.
And what I like about this Hammerisk, like we talked, your Hammer films.
Yeah, a lot of Hammer films take place in
right.
Eastern Europe.
I love it. Transports you back to that time period and the era, and this cobblestone streets and just everything about that.
Yeah, he originally wanted to film this in Transylvania, but couldn't get the clearance.
Leave it to Warner.
So they filmed it somewhere like oh God, I don't know, one of those Dutch countries. But
expounds the satanic rites of Dracula,
which is still Christopher Lee.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But then to catch us up real quick, Jonathan Harker comes in, kind of like
he's a solicitor, like a real estate broker.
Almost looks like a Christmas Carol.
You see all the papers on the shelves? I mean, how the hell is this shit organized?
Mr. Morrow.
Open the window and ask some boy what day it is.
Yeah, I mean,
why today is Christmas Day.
Didn't you feel that when he walked through the front door and walked up?
Like that old guy that's sitting over there scrawling on his pad. Yeah, he's going to look over in a minute.
Put another coal in a fire, sir.
His boss is Renfield and tells him he's got to immediately go to see Count Dracula in Transylvania. Big transaction, big commission.
And Renfield laughs. He goes, "We'll give him that stupid rundown castle. And he'll pay anything for it.
It might take some sweat and maybe a little bit of blood." Right there, I'm feeling uneasy about the trip.
Oh, yeah.
But he decides to go because a big commission, better house, even though there doesn't seem anything wrong with this house.
Yeah, and right here, Lucy. I don't think I'd let that go for a while.
Yeah, man, she's got I don't want you. Oh, and another thing that's different in several of the Dracula films is Renfield in the book is just in the insane asylum. He's not the boss or the solicitor. He's not any of these things. He's just in the insane asylum. Yeah. It's never truly established how he has that connection.
Right. They don't.
That's like
So
he's not. So many stories have tried to make him something else. Right. So this is the one I think that maybe first made Renfield the solicitor's boss, the boss.
Exactly. Yeah, they
I think we should do a double feature and watch Dead and Loving It right after this.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Hey, I'm up for all of that stuff.
Dude, even in 1979, how many Dracula movies came out?
That movie, but it makes me laugh so fucking much.
That's Leslie Nielsen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. How can you not love Leslie Nielsen, man? Oh, jeez. X-Spawn also says Hammer has the boobs and the blood. Yes, that is correct. Sandra says John Carpenter's Vampires.
What about it?
No, she's just mentioning
it. Like their favorite one or whatever?
Well, evidently she likes that.
That had Cheryl Lee from Twin Peaks laying butt naked on a bed. I mean,
ooh. Yeah.
It's the only part I really remember.
Yeah.
It's the only part I need to remember.
Scene after this movie.
Yeah, just watch that. That was when Cheryl Lee was smoking hot.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the Bram Stoker's Dracula movies, adaptations. I mean, we can go to 30 Days of Night. I mean, that's awesome.
Not.
Well, let's not. Right. No, right. We're talking, No, I love that movie, man. That was good.
All right. It was all right. Well, hey, at least it made vampires monsters again and not pretty boys who sparkle in the sunlight.
True that. You got.
Dad, how can I get chicks to notice me? Go take your shirt off, go outside, and throw some glitter on yourself.
Yeah, we all detest Twilight.
Actually, I think that's gone now. No one really.
Unless Eric likes it. You like Twilight, Eric?
Not particularly.
Okay.
Who's going to admit it anyway?
Ted, Eric,
I wonder how many takes they had to do with this scene where that horse took a shit.
Apparently, it was this big deal, and I was like, "What is this Twilight shit?" So I watched it, and I was like, "Oh, okay, that was like a low budget."
But you take any chick out and you bite her on the neck, you're not getting that second date. I mean,
no.
I mean, this is what you bitches like.
Hell yeah.
Look at the 50 Shades. You all want your asses whipped. And chained up.
And you know what?
All those movies tell me is that's what girls really want.
I can't.
So I try to accommodate.
Okay, I watched.
Well, no, you have to be a millionaire. That's what.
You gotta have the loop. Oh, I see.
I mean,
I watched the movie
I have
just
been drinking.
because she is good, man. She looks
Who's good?
the girl in 50 Shades of whatever.
Wait, you watched
Sex.
that movie?
I had to.
I mean, you had to.
She looks so good in there.
You say so?
To. AKA, he's a huge fan.
Yeah.
Runs the site.
Anyways, what were you saying about the horse there, Ted? Yeah, we get it.
I was just wondering how many scenes they did, and like the horse lifted up its tail and just took a big fatty right there.
Took a dump.
Cut! Jesus Christ!
I should have included that in the blooper reel at the end.
Just took a dump.
Oh God, is that what I'm like doing that?
It's amazing. It's like really awesome, serious vampire movie with just a stupid blooper reel at the end.
I think it'd be great. But see, now when he takes Lucy to stay with Mina, who, again, those characters were switched, and just that's how it is.
Yeah, here's the cap.
And then he's going to ride.
What does anybody think of this cap here?
We find out it takes him 4 weeks to ride to Transylvania. Can you imagine the ass chap on this guy after 4 weeks riding that saddle?
Ass chap. Well, yeah.
And let me ask you a question. I didn't see him packing no toilet paper. There's nothing there. I mean, he's got that little saddle bag. I mean,
I don't
what he
know.
packed a pair of drawers. I mean,
oh, and I love how he.
Oh God, look at all the gypsies stampede him.
All the women. It's all
It's
the women.
everybody. It's the kids.
Are there guys there?
He gets to this.
It looks like
What
a
is this?
bunch
An
of women.
inn? This is an inn.
With a bunch of gypsies
outside.
front.
They're not even allowed in.
They're not. Yeah.
And they'll go. Ah! They're like those little Indian kids in Temple of Doom. When Indiana Jones
You give me quarter. You give me quarter. I starve.
And look, he's visibly annoyed. Can't they tell that he's annoyed?
They're trying to wash the windows on his house and shit.
And the guy, probably the
The innkeeper. And
Yeah.
the innkeeper's what? Where's the innkeeper's daughter?
he's hollering at all the women. and
Hey,
all
you
that.
filthy gypsies! Fuck out of
Get
here!
out of here. You,
Come on!
You damn gypsies.
Hey, somebody, you
I put my fist up your butt later, you know?
gypsies! Oh, and look, now he's getting pissy. Innkeeper, where's my supper?
He had a long trip.
He has to hurry to the
He's
castle.
getting
He says
Yeah.
to Dracula. As soon as he mentions Dracula, everyone starts dropping shit.
I know. That is hilarious.
It happens in every movie.
Every movie is like this. Yes.
What you talking about, Willis?
It's like American.
American Werewolf. If you mention the star on the wall, everybody stops.
And this scene reminds me a little bit of American Werewolf in London. It's a little,
Yeah, it does.
All these people from the village are, imagine spending your whole day just in this little tavern, little inn. It might be fun. I don't know. If you got the right people to talk to, I guess.
Feed me enough beer, it won't matter.
Exactly.
My God.
I could see Eric sitting off way in the corner and just nine hours later, his friend has to come get him and
I'd
walk
be in
him
the corner.
home.
That's right. In the corner, he pushes all the other chairs away. Just in the corner. Doesn't want to be bothered, but ends up drawing more attention to yourself because you do
back
it.
to the whole rest of the room.
Oh my God.
Look, he's telling him,
Later,
we believe
Leo.
there are werewolves and vampires at that castle.
Doing
Do
that
not
thing with
go.
the knife in my hand on the table.
Look at the size of that belt.
What the frick? I know he's got this huge leather belt with a zipper. It's kind of like a fanny pack. It's an olden day fanny pack.
Look at all these guys staring him down. What
Hey.
filthy ass people looking at him.
It's Pedro.
And look, now he's out there with
that kind
them.
of behavior now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get looked at like stared at by people like I'm a fucking freak.
Now he's sitting around the fire with them. He doesn't understand shit one that they're saying because they're speaking another language.
Oh, my God.
Don't you think this innkeeper's getting a little tired of translating for him?
Right.
He say, you should not go to castle.
He said, there's lots of blood, death up there.
Well, yeah, I mean, in a nutshell, that's what they're telling him. Don't go up to that guy.
Meanwhile, the child's next to him and she's scared. I mean, she's scarred for life.
I mean, if there's a vampire and a werewolf running around, maybe you shouldn't be living outside. I mean, little idea I'm working on.
Yeah.
Maybe you need more protection than a
I would-
hooded cart.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sticking around that little village, unless he just leaves them alone.
I don't
But,
know. I'd be getting myself some pointed sticks.
Hey, how does garlic grow? Is that a tree or a plant? Because you could just have a plantation of that and be all right.
Yeah.
Does it grow on vines?
No, garlic are
That's a good
like,
point. Like, how
Is it a
does
root
garlic-
like grows in the ground?
yeah, it's like a bulb almost.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
Really?
Like onions.
Yeah.
Like
That might
onions.
still work. They wouldn't walk on your property, right?
I wouldn't think so. You know, yeah, a garlic plantation around there. You would think not, but you know, who knows?
They probably all smell like garlic.
Look, he's still translating for him.
Jesus, the scene goes on for half an hour.
He goes, "See, you like my shirt, don't you? You like the red and blue."
I do like that shirt. Yeah, nice puffy shirt.
I sewed it myself.
It looks like a bunch of Japanese flags on the sleeve.
His wife hollers at him every night because he's in there embroidering.
Oh, no, not back in these days, man. No. This is when a man was a man.
Get up, you sissy, you sissy gypsy. Get up. Do some work. He's like, I'm trying to make my shirt.
Why is his bed so high up off the ground?
Ted, Eric, what do you think?
So we can have that firewood underneath.
I know. So they
weird place to store it. Because what if it catches on fire?
Light it up!
This is where the witches lay, and if they find out it's a witch, they burn them. It's easy.
Burn the witches!
You fall asleep within 5 minutes. It's a witch, and we light them up.
It's an easy process.
She gave him that cross, man.
Like he's telling her right now, he's like, it's cold in here. And she goes, I started
Here, we'll warm the bed up for you.
Oh, no. But when I turn up, what if it was metal under there? And, you know, it didn't actually burn.
My whole
That's
life
a good
is
way
metal, man.
Your whole life is metal?
My whole life is
metal.
metal.
Eric, he's got his ghost shirt on tonight.
Ghost!
Hell yeah.
Well, I wore it because it has something to do with the movie, you know, with like the new single that's out, Rats and Plague and
I was
Medieval
just wearing
Times.
my Manson shirt. I didn't come prepared.
Oh, jeez.
It's alright, it's alright.
I got fire. There's fire. Does that count for something?
Sure.
Fire!
But you know what? When I saw this little nook here, this nice little cool little bed area,
Yeah.
I wanted to frickin' get a book and climb up in there and just snuggle up, man.
Snuggle up with a book?
Am I wrong?
Can I get next to you?
Well, no, not really.
Snuggle up to you. And...
Ingrid Pitt can.
Oh.
Or this chick Lucy in here.
Lucy can, yeah. That's what I was going to say. Like,
Right.
she's
yeah, did you see how he
pretty
jumped?
good.
Like, why do they got separate beds at the beginning of the movie? What are you doing? You stupid? Get that table out from in between.
Ted, in the good old days, they didn't like Jimmy Legs either. And
Jimmy Legs.
That's what it all came down to.
He's got Jimmy Legs.
And they made sure that they separated. So, Doc, the metal freak, is here. At least the bed won't eat anybody.
I think he's referencing Deathbed, the bed that eats.
True.
Ah.
Ted's yawning. He's already
man.
fallen asleep.
I already watched this movie today.
And now we're talking
See,
about
but this is okay because it's a good movie. But when it's a bad movie, oh man, sometimes I just hate it. Like I gotta watch this turd again.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But they're always better with
that because when I did reviews, I would watch the movie like 3 to 5 times in a week and a half, and if it was a bad one, like, it was tough.
Man, you put more effort in than I do.
Oh, hell yeah.
Look at this. He's asking the guy to take him to the Borgo Pass. There's no road. What are you talking about? There's a freaking road right there. Can I have one of your horses? I'll give you a good price.
I got no horses.
I have no horses. I have no coach.
That's what he's telling him.
I know.
He's trying to Jedi mind trick him.
Yes.
There are no horses.
Like, what kind of faggot shit is this?
100%. That's exactly what he was doing. Jedi mind trick.
So don't work on me. Only money.
And he's walking.
Get out of the way, you fucking gates. I gotta walk.
And this is a prolonged period of the film here where he's
This is terrible.
Walking from here.
Don't they feel bad?
It's unnecessary 5 minutes of the flick. Okay.
5 minutes. It feels like 20 minutes. But it's cool. I mean, it's cool that the movie takes its time because the scenery is amazing.
Oh no, nothing crawled. Everything sped up and
then,
it was good.
You know, they get that music going sometimes. I think there's some poor music choices in this movie. The piece he keeps using by Wagner, I think, doesn't really fit. And it's used a couple times here. Just that music they play at the beginning, just use that for the whole damn movie. That's all you need.
Well, there was good sound effects and music towards the end, too, that really picked up when the really, creepiness comes out with, Dracula.
Isn't it nice that somebody pounded a bunch of metal poles into this solid rock so no one would fall?
We must get through this mountain. There's a river on the other side.
And also the movie was filmed simultaneously, English and German.
Really?
So there are no big differences in performances, but there are technically 2 versions. Werner Herzog felt the German one was the more authentic.
I was wondering which one we were going to be watching.
This is the English one, just for ease.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But that didn't just make you, even though you said there's not a lot of difference, you're still kind of curious about seeing it. Like,
Yeah.
They shot whole different scenes.
I mean,
with a different language.
it's the same movie. I mean, I think the English one just runs a few seconds longer, but I don't think there's any. But it is, differences.
Well, yeah. I mean, well, the original Dracula, the Spanish.
I'm sure,
version they totally had different actors.
Scenes where there's no dialogue, they probably just used the same footage in both films.
Yeah, and actually, that's what I read because I did a little bit of research last night, and that's exactly what I read. It was only the dialogue scenes were shot twice.
Look at this. The road's not good enough for him anymore.
I must climb up the mountain. I am a Viking.
He's cussing out that coachman. I'm a motherfucker. Making me climb these rocks.
He clearly did not listen to TLC.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh, no.
Why do I even know that? See, that's what sucks. Is I
how
even
can you
know.
not?
I try to avoid that shit.
Well, Lisa Left Eye was pretty hot.
Left Eye Lope.
Isn't she the one with the?
Was she the one that tried to burn her boyfriend's house down or something?
Wasn't she the one with the condom eye ball? Right? I
Who
think.
was it? I can't remember their names now.
Lisa
Actually,
Left
I
Eye.
thought they were all pretty cute.
Yeah. And Lisa Left Eye.
Oh, Chili, that's her name.
Oh, Chili. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they went far.
Yeah, Chili was the one with the ripped abs.
Ripped abs.
Hot as hell.
Yeah, I'm sure they made their name, working hard in the clubs and,
doing it.
Playing
Working
those working those smoky clubs, building up a fan base. Yeah, I'm sure that's how that shit went down. What is this, like a bus stop?
Oh yeah.
TLC.
Yeah. Okay, we're at the site. He's
just like sitting down. There's like some flags.
He reaches a point where there's just like nowhere else to go, and there's like a flag kind of stuck there.
Man, when's the 28 come through here? He's sitting there thinking, this is some bullshit.
Yeah, either he gave up and said there's nowhere else to go, or this is technically a stop because this is where the.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Very odd.
Why am I even looking? Look at all the mist and the
he's looking up at the clouds. It's starting to get dark.
Though? Seriously, it is
the
almost.
Clods.
See,
when the
castle was described to him, they said, "Oh, you don't need to go up there. It's just a rundown old castle. There's nothing there." But as the closer he gets, it gets more cloudy and mist covered. It's almost like maybe it's out of our realm or something. Like because when he gets there, the castle's intact. Everything's
Yeah, it's fine.
It's almost like it's a netherworld, not quite the real world. So.
Oh, and we're getting to it quick. I mean, when the scenes start picking up here, when he gets to the castle, oh my God!
But this is moody. It's hypnotic. It's not for the
faint of heart.
It's not for the young crowd that's used to the. See, like right there. See, it's all run down and dilapidated.
Right.
But the closer he gets, it does not look like that.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Well, I think they taped or filmed. I'm sorry, certain things in the area that have nothing to do with the actual castle.
Well, I mean that's the castle. Let's say that's the castle.
Technically,
let's go with my idea because it's
run down cement. There you go.
And look, here we go.
Here
comes the coach. He's literally like a 6-minute walk away from the castle.
Here, let me do a couple shout outs in the YouTube.
Oh yeah, everybody's been talking.
Here.
And we're not...
Did this coach just ride over that big ass Rocky Mountain?
Had to have. Let's see. Doc the Metal Freak says I would do more vampire movie reviews, but they tend to suck. Not all of them, Doc.
We do the cool ones.
I get it though. Yeah. But and Channel Sundown says.
I mean, there are a lot of vampire movies that suck. No diggity, no doubt.
And the Monster Cinema Productions Nosferatu: The Cloud Edition, or the Mist Edition. Yeah. That's the kid. He's the little kid who does the monster reviews.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so monster. Yeah,
cool.
So go check him out. Ardith, you win. Okay, there you go. Documentary Freak, yes, it's hard to dig up something fresh with vamps. New Wise, yeah.
They've started the pun again in the comments section.
The pun again, yeah.
It'll be dawned soon enough.
This is also probably one of the first adaptations where it's not actually Dracula driving the coach.
Right.
In all these movies, it's always Dracula driving the coach.
Yes, he's taking the reins. And this guy...
This is clearly one of those gypsy guys, I think.
Yeah, he must have him under his spell.
And here we go. He's going up to the door. These doors just open. Nobody opens them.
Well, do you notice that they don't show no castle or anything really?
Right.
It's just a scene of the camera set up to these doors, which I don't mind because it's cool. And man, when you
That
first
is a weird way to do it,
isn't it? Yeah.
Who opened them goddamn doors?
It's just like a little.
That's the first question I'd ask. Open these son of a bitchin' doors. Oh hell no.
There we go.
Look at those teeth. I'm out.
Klaus Kinski does an awesome job. This looks so good.
Who else could do it? I suppose I heard they're going to do another version of this with Doug Jones playing the vampire, but
Well, we talked about.
didn't we mention it?
What's his name? Who did the? What's the movie? Why am I drawing a blank that I liked?
What movie that you liked?
The behind the making of Nosferatu. What is it called?
Oh, Shadow the Vampire.
Shadow the Vampire.
You can never remember that.
With William Dafoe. Yes.
Yeah.
He
John
actually.
Malkovich.
Yeah. See, it's always there, and then when I want to say it, it doesn't come out. But
Yeah, I think I've only seen that once. It was good, but I think I've only seen it once.
Same here. I only saw that one a long time ago.
This is a good flick,
awesome
though.
movie. And here's a cool scene, you guys, where the camera's shooting down. You see the shadows of all these like candelabras and stuff like that, and they're just way down there in the corner in this eating. You know, he's made them and prepared.
Just like the story, I prepared the meal.
I love that scene.
You must be cold and hungry.
Yes.
Come with me. I mean, and it's just, he's so, I don't know, like rat-like. You know what I mean? The ears, the teeth.
Yes.
But, the fingers are so long and the nails. And he's so pale right now.
Right.
You know, and if you notice throughout the film, his skin will change color. If he's fed, he's a little bit more
purple
flesh tone.
Yeah.
So, look at these.
But I love this version of him. Klaus Kinski does an awesome job.
And those blacks. I mean, you could see, the difference in black levels between the background and his clothes, but just how his head just kind of hangs
I even love how he opens this little, I don't know if that's wine or just water or whatever, but...
That's wine, baby.
Let me tell you.
I never drink wine.
Yeah. You know it.
And look at how he looks at him. They're just staring in the eyes.
That is creeper moment.
That's Klaus Kinski right there. So.
But that's the whole movie.
People pouring me a drink like that.
That's the whole movie. His character, he portrays Dracula in that manner, and I love this version of it. And that's why I was talking earlier and saying how different.
He's still staring.
Oh yeah,
he don't let up, dude.
No.
He's looking at him like he's a fucking Big Mac.
Jonathan Harker stares straight down and starts eating whatever.
Well, yeah, because he's uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to.
It's like, dude,
put me off my food. God damn.
Clearly, you're going to.
I look right there, man. Just the head floating in the darkness.
Yes.
Oh, because the wolves are howling.
The creatures from Descent.
They are making the children of the night are making their music.
Oh, it's awesome, man.
He has like bat ears.
Yeah. They had to
deformed bad ears.
It doesn't look like a lot of makeup, but it still took 4 hours to put that shit on. Wow. And they had to make new ears every day because they got destroyed taking them off.
I actually, looking at the scene, don't know who needs a 12-inch or a foot-long tall glass like that.
Hey,
leave it to the 70s.
It's just cool, man. It's crystal.
It's cool, but
I dig it, man.
12 inches tall, and
I drink my Coca-Cola out of that.
24-inch straw.
Hey,
I mean, come on.
Look, he's even trying to distract him, show him the contract stuff. Yes, whatever.
Amanda, my daughter is
like
so
barbell drinks from Vegas. Those things.
And they're almost that size. Yeah, you get them.
It'd be funny if he pulled that out and gave it to him.
We should have had some big glasses for her. If I'd had them, I'd have brought them.
The nice crystal out for
this.
Look
at him bringing up that cup. It's so tall. It's just so funny.
It takes half an hour to finish your swig.
Yeah. Oh my god. Let's see. Grocery store automated Dracula doors. Yeah, that's a good one, Sandra.
Check out this clock. The skull pops open.
Yes.
These little skeletons come out.
That is awesome. You know how much
that is pretty great.
That is cool. Oh my god.
Little Grim Reaper things, whatever that is.
Yeah, I want one. That would be awesome, man.
My folks used to have a cuckoo clock. It was annoying as hell.
Well,
I mean, just because it makes that noise.
Yeah, but you can't have skulls on it.
It had no skulls. It had a deer's head on it.
Oh, really?
And Ted would get
carved out of wood, not a real deer's head. He cut himself. The only blood, I think, in the movie, right there.
Yeah.
I think it's the only blood.
It is the only blood in the movie, yes. And I like how he immediately
he
goes.
just starts moaning. Oh.
He goes, it's a secret.
Well, he says that, the knife is old and dirty. You make it blood poisoning. There's only one sugar, it's an old remedy, but it's the best.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I mean, he's making it like he's going to get down there and start sucking his fingers. And
Jonathan and Harker goes,
pulls it away. I mean, you suck your ass on out of here.
He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Look at he's doing it, man. Now he...
Look at his hands. Look at his hands. I know it's because of fingernails, and he worked around that, but the way he does that is just so cool.
Yep.
I love that. I love that, man. Tim Felton, Dino, I sent you a friend request on Facebook. Thank you, Tim.
He's coming after him
I do know
now.
you're in there, okay, bud?
Boy.
Interview with,
you trapped like a rat.
Hey, Channel Sundown. Loved your interview with Monty. And, thank you, Monster Cinema Productions. Okay, I just go back every now and then to read that. He's backing him up in there all the way to that chair.
Back it up, boy.
Yeah, back it up, boy, back it up. And gets him to the thing, and he's going to pass out here pretty much,
I would too.
Dawn's a-coming. You like those lime green pants?
I really doubt
70s
anybody
are
was
great.
wearing lime green pants back in the 1830s or whatever when this movie takes place.
Yeah, you think it came from the 70s? Probably.
The 1870s?
No, 1970s.
They had to, because that's when the movie was made.
Yeah.
He brought his own pants from home. And then look, he just says, let's sit by the fire and talk. There are many hours until the dawn. Like, what are you talking to? You just sucked my finger. Now look, see here, he's not as pale. I don't know if it's the fire, but, he looks like, he's a little more refreshed.
Yeah, I can see it in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Lips are nice and red.
You can see the blood kind of on
Look
the
at those
side
big
there.
kissable lips there.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, so him, Salem's Lot, or Nosferatu, just the look of the vampire. Any
79 was a huge vampire year. Man, we had the Franklin Jella version, which no one wants to ever talk about.
There was like a dozen.
Salem's Lot came out 79. This one, there was other ones too. I can't think of
Hey,
it.
Nightmare Files.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. The girl I love, she got long black wavy hair.
Yeah, you like that, Ted, right?
I like that long black
that
hair. That's
brunette?
metal. I mean, I'll take whatever.
You know what? This is where all of a sudden,
I'm not particular.
I think because Jonathan, I don't know where the bat came from.
She's feeling it, man. She's connected.
But yeah, because he bit Jonathan Harker, somehow he's got a connection to Lucy now.
She just has a psychic connection to that.
Look at those eyes. I want to kiss
so
those
intense.
lips. Don't you?
You want to lick the eyes?
Everything laying on that sheet right now.
Everything. Look at that
We all
bat.
need to take 5 minutes out.
I know.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. I get a little out of hand, Eric.
We're all
When
going to have to go.
Usually he likes the older ladies, man. Anytime the movie's got some old woman in there. Look at the toppers on that one. Oh, man, watermelon. What else we got?
got a hell of a spread there.
Someone forgot to pluck the chicken.
Yeah, holy shit.
What the-
I'm not eating that.
That is a cock right there.
That's a damn hairy dog, feathered and tarred. What?
Yeah, see, he passed out in the chair and what? Yeah, he nipped him, didn't he?
Yeah.
He suckled on his blood.
Yeah.
GH beat him.
Oh, look, you can see his cod piece.
What?
It's like Bowie in Labyrinth, man.
Oh no.
Those are Bowie pants. Look at that fireplace. What are those monkeys there howling at the moon? What is that?
I have no idea.
But see, look how,
I'm
like,
trying to-
even during the day, all right? If you
Yeah.
watch any other Dracula movie,
Right.
like Bela Lugosi, there's no sun shining in that castle, even during the day. It's dark, and here it's all brightly lit and
Well,
white.
I mean, maybe he didn't care.
It's just something that's different. That's all I'm saying. It's just
Exactly.
something that's a little different.
Exactly. And
You know,
that's what
equally as off-putting because you're
There's
not
a lot
used
of
to
black
that.
mold on the walls.
Yeah,
I'm hoping they're, prepared for that. Did this guy have some lung stuff going on later in years?
I don't know if he cares.
Yeah. Look at the ceiling, though. Very majestic.
You have to look at it because the camera panned up. I had no choice.
Everybody.
Thank you for showing me.
No, but, I mean, my point was that I like the differences.
Yes. I mean,
You know?
it's real. It's a real location. It's real. It's textural. It's not.
Like you can make a movie and remake it and totally make it your own and different, okay?
Some people can.
Like the new remake, how they made it so different. It's a joke.
They made it so different.
Yeah.
He made it. You know what? Oh, I'm not even.
I know.
Because all I'm going to do is piss people off.
Okay, no, I know. Let's continue.
I can't wait till the Dracula remake with Tom Cruise.
There we go. Why not?
Oh, jeez.
Why, is that who's playing Dracula?
No.
Hey, didn't he already play a vampire?
He was in
didn't he already fuck up one vampire movie?
Interview with the Vampire. Well, he wasn't bad in that. I give him that. But
you just can't see past him, though. Some actors, it's hard to see past. Even though, like, I love Kubrick and he was in Eyes Wide Shut, it's just hard to see past him to believe he's a character. It's just like, it's just Tom Cruise pretending.
Oh, but Eyes Wide Shut, man.
Whereas some actors can be famous and you could just see them in a character. No, yeah, I'm sure it's a good movie, but I mean, if it wasn't Kubrick, I probably wouldn't watch it.
Even when Tom Cruise played Lestat in Interview with the Vampire, probably because I read the books. You just see Tom Cruise's face. I mean, you can't put makeup in.
And that's just sort of how I feel about it as well. I mean, that book is just it had a profound effect on me. I read it at a younger age, and none of these movies are going to do it right. So
Amanda said, "Channel, the Beatles are awesome." All right, can you hear that?
We're going to get tagged. I told you.
No, it's down low enough. I'm surprised though that they can hear it.
I don't know if they can. I think they just might be randomly talking about the Beatles because the Monster Cinema is really into them.
Oh, well, you got no argument for me.
You know what? That's right. Okay, I got you. Monster Cinema. He's been doing some Beatles reviews and stuff.
Well, throw it up on ours because no argument.
Dracula starring Owen Wilson, says Amanda. What?
Why not?
Hey,
which Wilson is he?
The annoying one, the blondie.
Oh, the blonde. Okay.
Oh yeah, why not?
Oh yeah, the other one's Luke.
Let Wes Anderson direct it too. I mean, why not?
Hey, I like the Wes Anderson. Okay, all of a sudden, as Jonathan Harker's up there looking at his
he's kind of just
neck
exploring the castle a little bit.
Yeah, there's a little boy and shows up playing
playing the violin.
Yeah.
Is he really there, or is it just Jonathan? Is he seeing it?
Yeah, because when he comes down, the boy's gone.
Yep.
So whether these are just images he's getting,
because he sees that a couple times.
Yeah. Very strange.
And just like in the novel, Jonathan Harker explores the castle, but ultimately realizes every door's locked and he's trapped inside.
Exactly.
So he's
surrounded by brick and mortar.
Yep, and he is finding, where is the Count? Here he is. He's going to open the... Or no, does he do it yet? No, not yet.
Well, he had to...
That's where the crypt is.
He had to have figured out that this is a vampire.
Oh, look at that time-lapse shit there with the...
Holy shit. I think they won an award for that, Ted.
Well, no, it's just... It's a neat effect that just lends itself to the surrealism that's going on in the movie, man.
Hey, I think I just saw somebody moving up there.
No,
did you see them?
Yes, it's a goof, but don't point it out. It ruins it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
See, that was just...
You like to do that. You like to look at the goofs, and with movies, I don't want to know any goofs.
Ted hates when I do that.
Because then when I see it, I can't unsee it.
It was the whole video production crew up there looking down going, are you filming yet?
I don't like to see it. I don't like to pay attention to it.
That is
takes
funny.
me out, man.
Okay.
You always do that.
I can look past the goof. I mean,
I don't even like to know they're there. Because actually, most of the time, they'll mention it, and I don't even know it's there.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Lucy's by the beach, and she's going to get wet. Hold on.
It's our
what?
favorite.
What movie are you watching?
Lucy.
Oh, I'll turn that
I don't know
off.
about her outfit there, though.
Yeah.
No, I know. That was very...
That looked like the curtains off
the hell?
my grandma's house.
Why are all those twigs on the table?
Because
why is there a bird's nest on the table?
Because Dracula at one time put fresh flowers there, and they're just dead and dumped over.
65 years ago? Hey, now see, that necklace is screwed up because when we saw it before, and the kittens were playing with it, it was backwards. See, there's the goof I noticed.
Now I'll never unsee it. Those are bats back there.
You know what? I was going to say the same thing. They look exactly like little bats.
They're baby bats.
But are they, or are they just...
Those are straight up bats, aren't they?
I don't know.
It looks like it.
It moved.
But I couldn't tell if they were bats or if they were like...
I'd be tapping the glass, getting them the hell away.
I think those are on the inside.
Get out of here. So he's writing a journal because he's not able to communicate. He can't mail any letters.
Yeah, he's going, hey, Lucy, I don't think you're ever
here we
going
go,
to
man.
read this.
And
because,
this is just like...
Because he said, because the post service does not come up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm writing a. So I'm writing
female
a.
man is so slow.
I'm writing a journal. So yeah.
So I have a lady mailman, so it's the female man.
Female man.
The female man.
I gotta tell, it was so funny. Listen to this, Eric. His little boy, he's Liam's 5 years old right now. He saw a homeless cigarette. You know how people will leave a bunch of cigarettes out on the side of the thing. He came running out and he said,
someone was doing a lot of cigaretting over here.
Cigaretting. He puts an ing at the end. So
that's all we've been teasing him about for the last 2 days.
It was so funny when he told me. I couldn't get out of my head.
Are you cigaretting?
Cigaretting.
But like when your mom confronts you about all those reefers, she thinks you've been smoking. You've been smoking those reefers?
Ah.
Well, these days you can say it's medicine.
It's medicine, yeah.
That's what they said on The Simpsons the other day.
Mike V can barely see anything. The screen is the size of a postage stamp.
That's so we don't get nailed, dude.
Yeah, well,
yeah, that means YouTube also can't see it and strike us.
It's so
we don't like to do it that way, but we have to, or it'll get taken down.
We're pretty much. I'd love you to watch the movie yourself on a big screen.
That's a little courtesy by us.
And it's so really you're just listening to us commentate.
Yeah, like you pop your movie in, and we're just going to MST3K the whole thing.
Yeah, we'll just tell you what's happening. You just trust us.
Yeah.
But we do like the old school TV because that's how we watched all those movies when we were younger. Except mine was black and white.
So I thought it was a great added touch there, I mean.
Yeah, back in, when I was like 8, the television really was that size.
Yep.
It was.
It was a small little square.
And we get 6 inches from the screen and, watch the static.
Remember having to stand and hold the antenna?
Yeah.
So every time you let go, get your little sister, hold the antenna.
That Burt Reynolds, that's home.
I saw a stash.
And you're trying to, if you had a VCR and trying to record something.
Did you see those nails? They just got a close-up of it. Right now is where he
saw Jonathan's little locket with the picture of
he's going through all the paper.
Lucy.
Yeah, he's going through all the paperwork for the castle that he's selling them.
Right.
Where actually it took 4 weeks, he later says, to have gotten here.
It takes so long.
4 weeks.
Well, because he's got to keep in mind the amount of time it's going to take to travel there.
Right. So, but immediately when he sees that locket, he goes,
She has a lovely neck.
Yes.
She has a lovely neck.
And he goes,
I'll sign.
Give me all the papers, I'll sign.
I understand
he goes, but
this place is near your lodging.
Yeah, yes.
oh, yeah. Great. Hurry up, sign.
Practically right next door to Lucy. And he's like, oh, yes.
Not for long. Oh, yeah, and what price? He's like, it's a matter between gentlemen. Whatever you say will be fine.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Oh, my God. I'm telling you. But good stuff, man. It's a great scene. I love how, look at him. Mm-hmm. Now he just walks. He doesn't even give a crap about Jonathan Harker.
No.
What he feels, anything. He signs these, looks away.
Well, he makes mention, that there are worse things than dying. Not being able to die. Letting, because if you do imagine him living in this castle, every day is pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah, broken windows, Eric. So, yeah, the bats probably are flying in.
Oh, great.
No, you can even see this crap
man
flown on the wall.
That's it. I will not tolerate infestation. We're moving.
Okay, go ahead.
But, that's part of the reason why he wants to leave. It's, there is a little bit of pathos here. You do, he is lonely. He's not known love. He's not known any companionship.
Nosferatu,
So there's a little bit more to feel a little something for this beast.
Exactly.
Not much. But, it's not as driven home as, say, like in Bram Stoker's Dracula, where, chicks thought it was a romantic movie, and that's not exactly what the novel was.
And he portrayed power. This Dracula, in this movie,
pathetic.
He's a little pathetic, and he's earning for something, like Lucy, and you see it in him.
Right.
Like even Max Schreck had a little bit of power to him.
Right.
In that version, and just
but there was no
went
mention of living through the centuries and being lonely. That Max Schreck was just a monster.
Right.
It was a straight up monster movie.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that scene coming right out of the dark.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the vision of his face. You could just put all right here,
right in his room.
Oh my God, that is nightmare fuel.
Yeah, isn't it, Eric? Holy crap, man! And
you're like, bitch, don't you knock?
And that's the weird thing. He just lays there, pretty much, and
he's still wearing the same clothes he's been wearing for a month.
He's
got a stink like hell.
Yeah, B.O. He's got lesions because he's scratching bed bugs and everything. It's pretty.
His drawer's got to be a mess.
Probably.
Bacon strips in his underwear.
Bites.
Bacon strips in his underwear.
Bacon strips.
Can you imagine hanging out in Dracula's castle and the bats are like so bad they're like mosquitoes? It's like, get the fuck off!
Oh, look at this
blood.
beast, man. And some of these are just like shot-by-shot remakes from the original. If you compared it to the original silent, there are some that are just, it's a complete, remake shot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lucy's in a 90.
Now, see, I like if that was Ingrid Pitt in that 90, that'd be, you'd have my attention a little bit more.
And if it was
She's
Ingrid,
good. But
if it was Ingrid Pitt and this was a Hammer flick, it would be see-through and you would see it. That's what I'm talking about. Lucy here is very...
like, bitch, get back in the house!
Jonathan said you must stay inside.
What's wrong with you?
God damn. And she passed right out.
Is the girl crazy?
Yeah, you pick a girl up and that's it. She passes out and you can take her wherever you want.
And so this has Van Helsing in it too, who's a complete disbeliever.
Well, I was going to say, in this version of Dracula's story, Van Helsing he's an idiot. He has,
right, which is unlike the novel.
Right, yeah. It's pretty much Lucy who's catching
She's
everything.
She's pretty much the hero of the story.
Yeah. And Van Helsing.
Yeah, did you see that? They had that little connection there.
They did.
He's sucking on Jonathan's neck, sucking like there's no tomorrow.
That was kind of like a menage a trois a little bit.
and she's getting a little feel of that there.
Psychic menage a trois.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, an interesting way to put it. That's yeah. Would I be involved and let him bite my neck? No, I wouldn't.
That guy?
I mean, if we can get Lucy in on it, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't know. Sometimes those menages don't turn out the way you want them to.
What?
Sometimes those menages don't turn out.
I know. I'm like, wait a second.
Sometimes it's the bad kind of
All the
mistake.
time.
I've known you how long? Wait, what's going on?
Are you kidding?
I'm joking.
I'm gonna let my junk touch some other guy's junk.
Don't even know.
Oh my God. Lucy in the 90 with diamonds. Okay, yeah, they're all still talking Beatles.
Nice.
Hopefully you can see the Sumatran rat monkey monster. Oh my God.
Hey, isn't that Dead Alive? The Sumatran rat monkey monster?
Is that? Oh yeah.
Isn't that what it was? It was some Sumatran
Something
thing,
like
wasn't
that.
it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mom, I'm thirsty. Can I have a glass of blood? For sure, Sandra. I can
What we
always
should do is watch this movie again with the Beatles album playing and see if it stinks up.
It might.
Well, I got the Beatles
Which
going.
album?
I got the Beatles going on the series.
I don't think you're even allowed to mention them on YouTube. They're going to pull you down.
Oh, shut up.
Apple's going to pull you down.
The Monkees. That's what I was talking about.
Oh, the Monkees.
Monkees. I think
It
we're
was
safe on
the
that.
rip-off Beatles.
I think we're safe on the Monkees.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one likes the monkeys. I saw a car with a sticker of them on there the other day.
Oh, really?
Like, really? Of all the bands,
The
that's what
Monkees
you're
are
putting on there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool and all, but...
Was it a real old guy?
I didn't look.
You didn't look?
I didn't look who was in the car.
Oh.
Because I knew I wasn't going to like him anyway.
Jonathan finally got through the door.
Yeah, he wakes up and he's going down there. We're going to see what in the hell's
He's
going
pissed
on
off.
now.
I guess he didn't suck enough blood out of him.
Him and his vest want to know what's going on.
Yes.
All right, now why don't you kill his ass? You got him right where you want him. See, he's like in a trance. This is when you get him. They're completely helpless.
Oh, yeah. Look at his
He
eyes.
sleeps with his eyes open.
Yes. Well, most, stories, I mean, you will get that. That's,
Some, I don't know.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, and then that night, look, he's lifting all those coffins of dirt.
Oh shit, that reminds me of Phantasm right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes. And Jonathan's just watching him. Oh, what is he doing? He's leaving me here. Oh, dear.
I don't know. He's lifting each one of those by himself. Oh, look, he's hopping in one of them here.
I love that scene. The camera first is way up, off kilter, and yeah, he
Oh,
climbs
yeah.
in one of
And
them.
off kilter's cool. It's to put you off.
And he
get you disoriented.
Exactly, like the original Frankenstein
Yep.
and all those.
Some
good-
movies you got to watch. Like, you don't even notice it. That's the cool thing. It's like when every shot is skewed a little bit.
Yes, skewed.
Skewed.
You like Thor?
Jeez.
Dutch angle the movie. Sorry, I got way off track there. Back to Nosferatu.
Yeah. No Marvel talk. Oh.
All right, we're gonna make ourselves a nice sheet rope.
Oh yeah, he's gonna do the old honeymooners.
I'd at least try the
routine.
door. I mean, or maybe there's a window down like on the lower level. I mean,
I think he can jump out of there and just break an ankle.
yeah. But
Make it to the gypsies.
look at this. Isn't there a window down lower, Holmes?
Just grab
There's no way I could do that and it would stay together. I'd slide down about 3 sheets down. The whole god thing would give out.
And look at all those knots. How many sheets did he have?
I know. That's a hell of a lot of sheets.
Look, it's still not enough.
It's
God
not.
damn!
I wish they would have showed him land.
And then look at. See, there's that goddamn
There he
kid
is.
again.
Oh,
Kid's going, wake up there, Jonathan Hacker.
Be like,
I'm a gypsy.
Why don't you
I'm
learn
a
how to
gypsy."
play that damn violin? Because yeah, the kids can't play it.
You know what? If I was directing this film, that kid playing a little violin there, I would have him playing it so awful, like he has no idea what he's doing. It's like,
it was pretty close.
playing The Devil Went to Georgia.
Didn't want down. Look at these idiots rafting down the river.
Hey Jeff, come on, you're drifting. Come on, man.
Turn it left, Mike. Turn it
Come
left.
on.
Hey, Peggy.
Where are you oaring to?
There's some salmon down in there.
Come on, straighten up, you guys.
Salmon.
You're heading to the shore.
Watch him hit like a massive waterfall and just go over.
Jeez, that would be
Come on,
funny.
you dicks.
The guy in the front's doing nothing. They finally get to the
You
ship.
fags, I'm doing all the work over here.
Okay, so they get to the port, which is just a little 20-foot peninsula.
Yes.
And
Loading up all these coffins.
The port. It's like someplace in the middle of.
What's the name of that boat? I don't like the name of that boat.
I know.
So he's going to see Lucy because there was a psychic connection between the other dude.
Well, he's going to Wismark
Oh, he saw
anyway,
a
I
picture.
think. And there's some kind of allusion to kind of like spreading the evil, spreading the darkness. They use plague as a metaphor.
Oh,
for
right,
this.
like
So,
Yeah.
which is like the original Nosferatu
Right.
as well. But
I don't think there was.
there's
technically-
also a pining for something.
Yeah.
Some kind of a connection, which he has no clue how to establish. So,
Oh, here we go.
yes, open up those boxes. I want to see
here
what's
comes
in
the
there.
rats.
Yes. And these are different rats than you'll see a little bit later on.
Hey, guy, if you're an asshole, stick your bare foot in there.
I know. Oh, shit.
Oh, my God, the thing bit me.
Oh no!
Look at these two.
Right, now you got rabies.
Dumb idiots.
Okay, gypsies just have a staring problem.
I know. They're looking at Jonathan Harker because he's like...
I'm dying over here, dudes.
He's gonna watch me like I'm watching The Walking Dead.
We get a cool cloth or something?
We gave you gypsy tea. You'll feel fine in the morning.
Gypsy tea. Now that boat looks bigger now than it did at the other dock there, but
It does.
Yeah.
I think it's because all the cells are up. But you're right. It
look at
does.
that.
But I do like that. I mean, yeah, that's all the dirt from his homeland where he needs.
Right.
That's part
it's
of
listed
the
as
story.
experimental Earth for botanical experiments,
Yeah.
but he needs that because, well, see now actually, like in the novel, you find out that under a fake name,
Lucy.
he's bought properties all over the place, so he needs those boxes of dirt, so he's got a haven at each of those
Right.
places
Yeah.
again to spread the evil.
Yeah. So I mean, technically, the start of this movie and all that. I mean, the movie didn't just say start out with him going. He wanted Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
He just felt her when the connection went
I
with
think
Jonathan
so.
Harker.
I think. I mean, not everything in the film's explained.
That's what-
exactly,
that's what I was trying to
It's
say.
very dreamy. Even shots like this, where
Yes.
with that hazy light coming, it just gives it a dream quality.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and in the ensuing month, Renfield has gone crazy and he tried to bite the neck of a cow, and so they've locked him
Oh,
up.
we haven't even seen Renfield in like 30 minutes.
There you
I know. But you know what? That's
40
okay.
minutes.
That's okay, though.
And they were nice enough to give him a box of flies.
Yes.
Hey, isn't that the name of an Alice in Chains album?
Jar of flies.
Oh, Jar of Flies.
Terrified, yeah.
I mean, I've worked in some psych units, and we
Come
just
with
don't
my
give the
box of
patient
flies.
boxes of flies. The temptation to misuse them is too great.
This was back in the day when they were still using leeches and stuff
good.
on people.
Right.
Give them some flies.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole box and are the holes that small that they can't escape
Now we gotta
the
put-
box?
He wasn't even-
And give them a box of flies.
Was he even posing a threat to anybody? Why are they wrapping him up in the straitjacket?
Because he jumped on the dude's back.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, you missed it. He jumped on his back. Who does he look like there?
Who does he look like? Who am I supposed to say? I don't know.
What's his name? What, the one eye? The detective?
You mean in Pink Panther?
Who's the guy? Yeah. Oh, come on, guys. Who does he look like? Oh, frick. I hate when this happens.
What movie was he in?
He was the big detective guy with the one eye and he talked like this.
What
You know,
movie
screw
was
it. I'll think of it later. Don't
All right.
worry about it.
I wish
If anybody knows it in the chat, let me know.
Maybe you dreamt it.
Nightmare
Oh my gosh,
Maven
you still
is
got
here.
that terrible dress on.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey,
come on,
what's
we need
up,
some-
Vicky? Nice to
Lucy,
see you in the
you're better
chat.
than that.
What's
How many
up,
people we
creepy
got in the
people?
chat, brother?
We got 19 watching right
Woohoo!
now.
19!
Nightmare Maven. Hey, Ken. Yeah, Stephen G. Nightmare Maven is here.
Now she's
Nice
just
to
trying
see
to
you in
convince
chat.
him that Jonathan's in a heap of trouble. She knows.
Yes, she's convinced. She's
And that boy
convinced
isn't.
everybody.
Who puts this cemetery right by the beach? How depressing.
Back to the gypsies, getting Jonathan Harker ready to
Well,
ship out.
they
to
want
back
him
to
to wait
home.
for the doctor, but he's got enough sense about him to know shit's going down.
Yeah.
He's got to be on his way to Wismark. He's got those black. He used to say black coffins. I must beat the black coffins.
Yes.
And Lucy's in danger.
Even
and-
though they look dark blue to me.
Yeah,
Look painted.
colorblind.
You know.
So he's about to split.
He out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna make like a tree and get the fuck out of here.
Like the red and blue doors and stuff like on that though.
Red door.
And this is supposed to be in Germany, right?
This is Transylvania currently.
Oh well, yeah.
Look at him. He's hightailing it out of here.
It's supposed to be in.
Right, yeah.
I'm
I'm just trying to think of the colors. It looks more Pueblo Indian. Well, I guess that's
Pueblo. What the hell color is Pueblo?
like bright reds, blues.
Is it?
Indian.
Turquoise.
You know what?
Turquoise. Oh man.
Hey, a quick glimpse of the ship,
You need a color wheel.
still on his way.
We should all have a color.
The
red,
color wheel.
just to be safe.
Yeah, so here's the captain writing in his journal about how all these crew members are missing. Everyone's, some of them are being found, some of them aren't. They've got marks on them. They're thinking the men are whispering plague, because the hold is full of rats.
Stephen G.
Is it bad that this makes me think of Blue Oyster Cult?
Hey, this
Does
movie, Nosferatu, they got that song.
Nosferatu. That song
Yeah.
is really good.
No
Look at all the
arguments here.
It's
Look at all-
haunting.
Look at all the antique pipes and stuff like that. I do like that.
You should listen to that song. That's what it's
Right
about,
now.
man.
Yeah,
Load it up.
I would.
Let's see if it sinks.
Oh my god. But what was I saying?
What are people talking about, man? What do we got? Anything?
No. they're
Anybody
just-
saying
they're-
anything of any substance?
They're talking amongst yourselves. Steven said Dino do mean Les Mis or the cop from Son of Frankenstein. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Les Mis?
You were talking about the one-eyed detective.
Yeah, Les Mis. That's one of your favorite movies, Les
I'm trying to
Mis.
figure out who you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah, no, I'm sorry. He was a detective in the I think the 70s. He had his own show.
You're talking about Columbo.
Thank you. My
He
God.
had no depth.
He had a
What's
a
the name?
glass eye. Peter Falk.
Peter Falk. That's who he was.
He had a
looked
glass
exactly
eye.
like it. But
If he looked
whatever.
exactly like him, I would have said Peter Falk.
Oh, do you mean the actor had
Yes.
a fake eye?
Yeah, he had a
Not
glass
the
eye.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
he had a
okay.
glass eye in real
I thought it
life.
was a character.
So everything he portrayed, he always had that.
You
little
give me a few
wandering
minutes, I can translate for you.
eye. Yeah, whatever. Took too long this time.
You forget everything
like
and
an
I forget
idiot.
nothing.
Exactly. I forget everything. Names, forget about it. And then when I get stuck and I'm like, who is that? Right? You know what I'm talking about, Eric?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Look at Renfield. He's reading it.
I
He snuck the paper off the guard,
Mm.
and he's reading it. The boat's coming in, man. He knows shit's going down.
I like though that Dracula, he's got all these rats with him, and he basically killed everybody on the boat.
Just the captain.
And the captain. And
this is hardcore, man. He's going to tie himself to the wheel. He's setting the course.
Yes.
Now, you do have to wonder how that boat maneuvers right in the canal, which will be coming up.
Yes, that was a point I was wondering about.
But I'm just going to say he's that good of a captain. You know, he plotted out the course. He knows exactly the direction he's got to go.
But he was dead.
As long as weather is fair.
Jeff Floyd is in the house. What's up, Dino, Ted, Eric?
He says he's watching the movie Synced Up.
Oh, cool.
Watching the Synced Up movie? Never have seen this. Awesome, Jeff. Good
it's
movie,
a fantastic
right,
movie. Watch it on your own when you got time, because it's
thank
really
you.
good.
I want to say thanks to you guys for having me on your show and to watch a cool movie I ain't never seen before.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks for that. It's awesome.
Hell
Welcome.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
I get to, from now, for the rest of my life, I'll always say, like, when I watch this, I'll be like, the first time I saw that movie with Ted and Dino.
There you go.
I think I might have rented this from Beware, that joint we were talking about, you know, like in every show.
Yeah, that little... this scene is awesome, too.
Oh, yeah, just on the boat.
We just missed it there. Yeah, he's creaking and walking very slowly on that boat, and it was just a great scene again,
man,
too.
Not every actor can.
Meanwhile, Jonathan Harker is sick to death, and he's still running. And look at how big that freaking windmill is.
That is a monster, man.
That thing would light up a city.
It would light up a city. We've got one that big off 480. It doesn't do shit.
And Lucy, I just want to caress her cheek.
Here,
anyways,
look at that milky white skin.
Let's talk about Lucy, shall we?
It is milky white. Yes. Where's the name of the ship again?
It was on the other side. But it was Contam. That's all I saw was Contam.
I know.
And I'm like, that ain't the boat for me.
Yeah, this is a different
Look at him.
ship.
Look at the captain all slumped over the wheel.
That's what I was getting ready to say, too. He's basically steering this, but he's not because he's dead.
The course is set.
Right?
Well, they plot the course with the compass and the thing, and
Okay.
he tied himself to the wheel and set the wheel steady on that course, so it will, provided there's no storm, he'll get to the place he wants to go.
So it's going to maneuver into the...
No, I didn't go that far.
20-foot wide canal?
It's more than 20 feet, but yeah, look, you couldn't ride your bike over it. But yeah, here it comes. He got it right. Maybe the opening of it is bigger. I don't know.
Yeah, look at that. How did he steer that ship?
Maybe he's a damn good captain.
Maybe psychically
That's a damn good captain right
how about that?
I love that it does hit the tree.
Contamina.
And he knew exactly.
I don't know what the hell that means, but I ain't liking the majority of that word.
Okay, he floats in here and he hits the trees. Watch all the branches. So he isn't perfect.
Hey,
okay, if you're listening to the
parallel
movie,
parking's not his strong point.
There you go. It stops, hit the wall, and you hit everything.
How do you stop the damn boat anyway when you're in there?
He crashed. You drop anchor. Anyways, Dish Outdoors is here. Love that shirt, Ted. Dish.
That's right. New record, June 1st. Be ready.
And X-Spawn says, hey, Eric, is Danzig a zombie Elvis?
No, he's not a zombie Elvis, but he certainly is influenced by Elvis.
I often hear some Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison in there? We used to say that in high school, that it was actually Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
He just got really buff.
He's on steroids, man.
Yeah, I don't know. He gets some flack because there's that YouTube video of him getting his ass kicked by that dude that's like 3 times his size. But
right.
There's pictures of him walking out of the grocery store carrying a big thing of kitty litter.
Oh, my God. And here we go. The ship
But you can't beat that first record.
The ship crashes in, and Renfield goes, the master's here and all that. And he's all giggly and all that. And,
it's worth watching the movie just to hear the guy laugh.
And all the spectators are up by the dock.
They had to show the kids sneezing.
Right.
Sickness.
It's just some bratty,
Look at this.
little girl.
Oh, here, kids, let's all look at the dead guy strapped to the wheel.
And this is where they get the idea that the plague has come in. Hey,
they're going to start going through stuff, yeah.
Every time me and Ted talk and we do bring your name up, you know what we always talk about is how we messed up that...
subspecies
video.
Poor Jupiter to watch that movie 3 times and we effed it all up.
It's still up, but, Eric's review.
Yep.
And it was going to coincide with our commentary, but we screwed it up.
That was like one of, 2, 3 times?
Why do you think the whole time today I was like, I'm going to wait until I see that we're allowed before I...
we've come.
That I'm doing this.
Is this damn thing on? It's got to be on if they're commenting. But
we've come a long way, but there were 3 instances over the 4 years where early on where I left the microphone unplugged and
yeah.
it recorded nothing. And
We'd be like 40 minutes in the movie and like, we got to start this again. Jesus, titty fucking Christ.
But anyways, yeah, that was funny. Make sure.
You know, I learned, you know, you learn trial and error doing doing videos, content. One time though, I learned to switch from automatic focus to manual because it decided it was just going to focus my green screen, and then I was just a blur.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, all these little things you learn. You
Look at all these goddamn rats.
But yeah, this is
those are painted too. They're not even.
Yeah, they had to dial them because he wanted them all certain colors, and there were animal rights people that were so pissed because these rats were being treated like crap, and all the animals were being treated like crap.
Meanwhile,
I mean, they're rats.
Meanwhile, though,
what purpose are they serving?
For the film, they literally. Well, here they.
Why? Yeah, I mean, okay.
Here they spot that the captain was bit by the something. But
anyway. Plague. And they all say plague.
Yeah, they say plague. But all the rats,
bit by the plague.
You'll notice that there's freaking 1 million rats in this. How did they even contain all these rats in this?
I'd have burned that ship down.
I'm talking about this on set.
Dude, I don't.
They released rat. I bet you they got a rat problem in this area. That
on
they
the Blu-ray, Werner Herzog does commentary for both versions.
Yeah,
and I didn't listen to it with
commentary,
of course, but he does talk about the trials and tribulations of reining in all these rats.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say, how the hell were they? Because there's literally scenes in here where it looks like a freaking million rats running around.
I mean, it's probably like having cats in movies. You know? I mean, you can't control what the hell
they had
do.
them spayed and neutered because they would otherwise keep multiplying.
Yep, that's true too. I read that as well.
Oh, they seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. Yeah.
Those rats would have fucked like rabbits.
Yeah, because if some get loose, I mean, frick, you have a freaking rat problem.
You think they didn't already have a rat problem?
That's true.
I'd say that's a rat problem.
Anyways, they're all booking
as soon
it
as
out.
they mention plague, everybody books. You've been inhaling him for a while.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm out.
Except for Van Helsing, I don't know what I guess give him a little bit of prop here.
See, look
at these rats.
For the love of God.
Oh, I love it. And I had rats as
used
pets.
to breed them for a while.
Is a lot of rats.
Isn't it? Half of them look like possums.
Look at that one standing up.
Look how big
I gotta
they
be
are.
me. I gotta be me.
See the one way off in the distance, just
You
taking
can still
off.
see his eyes.
Okay, I don't know.
Oh my God, they all look like the same. See, they would just CGI this now. They wouldn't be having these actors running around with rats.
Yeah.
Even in Willard, they had CGI rats.
Sucks, though. Like you should. You know what the reason why we're talking about this is because we're looking at real rats and we're wondering how they possibly did it. If it's CGI, there's no legacy to live on. You just go, oh, they CGI'd it.
See, because that's what you watch.
Right.
You go, wow, the hell?
Hell yeah!
And this is everything in this movie is real. It's real locations.
Real. And it's amazing. And you spend years wondering, like, how did they do that scene?
And he made this movie with a crew of 16 people.
16 people.
16 people. 16. Which was twice as many as he'd had on the movie before.
I like how he's creeping away with all these coffins at night right now.
Oh, yeah, because everybody's hiding inside. Nobody's outdoors.
But he stops at the top, stops at the bottom, and then just...
All right. I got to say, none of the crosses in the cemetery seem to bother him, but when he gets to the church, the cross on the wall bothers him.
True.
But you know what? I'm not damning the movie for that,
No, I mean,
What are you going to do? It's a cemetery. There's crosses in it. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Dish said scratch Leatherface. This one right here. I'll rub his head. He won't fall now. I got him all
If they
set
get George Lucas to do the special edition, they can replace all those crosses with...
Eric.
You're going to get me going. Oh, they're coming tomorrow. My official despecialized Star Wars Blu-rays are arriving tomorrow.
Good.
I can
Awesome.
sell off
Yeah,
the
there he
prequels.
goes. See?
I
He
never
just
have
got
to
scared
watch
of the
Luke
cross.
green titty milk again. I don't have to watch Force Awakens again. I'm just watching the 3 that I grew up with.
Yeah,
That's it.
did you notice it? I agree with you. Did
What?
you notice?
Yeah, because he went like that at the cross.
He
and
ran by the
church.
cross. But you know what? The shadows and everything are really
Yeah, that
cool,
big
but-
looming shadow. Where's that electric light coming from right there?
That's a good question.
Where's that coming from?
There's not like a torch or anything.
Maybe it's
there.
moonlight shining down in
It's
just
a
one
spotlight.
beam.
It's a spotlight. The director needed.
You gotta
sunlight.
have some light, right? I mean, you say that about every movie. When at night, when they're in the woods and crap, like
Now this is such a.
I've been in the
hammer
woods
scene.
at night. You can't
Yeah.
see your hand in front of your face.
I know.
mean,
Oh, man. I've run into like spider webs in the woods.
I remember I was with Adam. You remember Adam, right? And
Yeah.
there were some stoners out there, and they gave him a lit cigarette for us to find our way through. Like that ain't doing nothing. It's just stinking everything up, and you're gonna catch the woods on fire.
What kind of light is that? It's a torch.
The only thing was I could see where he was at.
Oh Lord.
It was like having a sparkler. Yeah, don't get caught out of Whip's ledges in the middle of the night, man, because you won't find your way back.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that place too, man.
Yep.
It was just ravines, and you
Yep.
walk one step, you'll fall like 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Whip's Ledges, and it's like in our area, like 20 minutes away. something
Yeah,
like
you
that.
could do rock climbing, nature hiking. It's
You could look it up. You're ever in a neighborhood, come visit Whip's Ledges. You
Go
know,
do
Come visit.
a video there.
should.
do it live.
Yeah,
Live from Whip's Ledges.
it'd be a good,
You have
cool.
to chase out all the druggies,
Yeah,
all the homeless people.
it'd be a cool place to do a like a.
I shouldn't even
horror
say
movie.
druggies anymore because it's all kind of legal now. It's just people smoking some grass. But I mean, back in the day, it was, oh look at that.
Oh, are you calling marijuana smokers druggies?
No, that's why I backpedaled a little.
Because my
Oh,
first thought was like tweakers. He's talking about tweakers.
No,
yeah.
no, that's why I backpedaled a little because it's really
Just
not.
some really high kids.
It's not such a thing anymore.
No, it's not a thing.
That's what they said in Simpsons yesterday. It's like,
If anything,
remember
it's-
what they used to call reefer, and now they call it medicine.
If anything, now because they're being forced to legalize it, the benefit of this and the oils of this can cure all kinds of. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have suppressed it for so many frickin' darn years.
I love though every time it's
But
legal, you don't
anyways.
see the cancer patients out there cheering. Yeah, let's toke.
Oh my lord. Yeah. Oh, okay. So the carriage pulls up to Jonathan or the house. It's Jonathan's place, right?
It's,
And
I don't know if it's
whoever he lived there.
Yeah, it's a
But-
house.
But he goes.
Look, he's all confused. He doesn't.
Well, the
recognize
driver says
anybody.
this guy's rambling on that he lived here. This is his place. And Lucy comes out and
He's on a
just
bad
like,
acid trip, man.
Yeah, what do they all say? He's got like Van Helsing here. He goes. He's got blood fever.
Blood fever. Boy, they had some great diagnoses back then.
Exactly.
Blood
Yeah,
fever.
jungle fever.
Jungle.
Oh!
He's got jungle fever.
Remember that time you had jungle fever?
Remember Loretta? What? Oh shoot.
What was her name? Bertha Butt?
Bertha Butt. Jungle. Oh God, yeah, the old horror host show that
It was Bertha Butt.
Big Chuck and
Bathsheba
Little
Butt.
John. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, remember they do that song?
Bertha Butt.
The Bertha Butt Boogie.
Yeah. This little guy. Can we say midget still?
I do.
He's singing he's a caveman. I don't know if you
That
can.
was what was that? That wasn't Bertha
You
Butt.
should
though.
say
That was,
whatever you want to say.
Exactly. That's what I think.
it was a
But-
different song, but it was from
I
the
mean,
same
unless
people.
you have actual hate for someone, then you keep that inside.
Exactly.
That's right. You
There
bury
you
Keep
go.
those
the actual
feelings
hate
down.
inside. But you can just say things. Everything doesn't need to be a fucking big deal.
I know. Yeah.
I feel like I'd like a lot more Lucy in this movie.
You know what? I agree 100%. I love the scene right here.
Look at him.
He is sitting there and he's sensing, like, you're getting some, like, feeling from him. You know, he's sensing Lucy, but he's just wandering this, like, little town square here. And it's just, I don't know why I love that scene. It was really cool.
It's very well done. And
With
here
the
with the
mu-
shadow crossing over the
Right,
house.
right.
You know,
I
it's almost
love
like
that.
Remember Craft in movie making? Remember Craft? Wasn't that great back then?
Craft.
Yeah, when a character wouldn't just
Oh, he's talking about
go
like
for the
you know.
scene, there'd be a
skill
shadow
in
first
movie
and some
making.
kind of actual like
Right.
I thought you were talking about mac and
artistic
cheese.
representation of the character.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Staring through the windows. No
Yeah,
one
look
sees
at him. He's right by that thing. But yeah, that's what separates movies now. I mean, the new movies from the old movies is the craft.
Absolutely,
People actually caring for what they are doing, not just people you hire and tell them computer animate this into this film. And
you know what? We're going into territory.
I know. We'll
Let's do it, man. Let's flame them.
No,
flame them all.
We've done.
Oh, here's your part, man.
We've done it enough. Yeah. Here's
Eric, you'll like
Eric,
this.
Got some Lucy going on.
My favorite scene here, though. This scene.
Nicely done.
The door opens up.
Nothing.
And you don't see nothing but a shadow. You don't see his body or nothing. Door closes. Here's the shadow again.
Oh,
okay,
that is awesome.
Is that awesome or what? I love
Simple.
That's craft.
That is
exactly
exactly.
Spook that. I mean, she's afraid, but when he shows up, man, she's actually a little bit more calmer than I would be.
Yeah, well, there's some.
I mean, right now I'd be dropping a deuce.
Yes.
My bowels would have let loose.
Very silent actress thing going on right
She
now.
does. Exactly.
And that's got to be a little shout out to the OG.
I would think so. Yes.
Look at him, man. Just, hello.
But again, like
Pardon
Eric
my
said,
rude entrance,
the craftsmanship of the whole scene here.
Well, I mean, this is Werner Herzog, and even though I haven't seen a lot of his films, I don't think I may have seen one of his other films. I don't know, but
I can't.
From what I've heard, he hasn't made a bad film. So,
which one did you see?
Fitzcarraldo.
Mm-hmm.
See, yeah, I haven't seen it. Yeah.
They took a steamship and they used logs to roll it over a mountain that was in the way.
Oh, yes, Klaus Kinski's in that movie too, right?
Yeah, he's in. Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I know what you're talking about.
Interesting.
That just came out on Blu-ray not terribly long ago. I remember reading some reviews or something on it.
Gonna have to
and look at the setup of the scene is we've got her reflection and the back of her, and then him and the shadow on the wall. Everything about it is fucking great.
I know.
The composition is
Yep.
perfect. And it was a long shot. Like that shot just went on for a long time.
Yes, it did.
It wasn't a bunch of quick edits and shit.
Right. And that's what horror, like the craftsmanship, the beauty of this, of the old school horror, like this right here. Me and Ted were talking about this. How if you're a horror fan and you just neglect all of the past decades of horror and you're missing out on stuff like this, are you a true horror fan? I'd say no. I think you're a new horror fan.
It depends on your age because you might be young and just starting out. But if you're like 40 and you still haven't watched some of these, then
This was my whole Saturday afternoon.
There you go. Yeah,
I mean, watching
agree.
Superhost, and there was no kids in my neighborhood. I just watched TV. I was a fat fuck, and I just
Ted had no friends until I was his friend.
I had Saturday morning cartoons. Then there was like an hour break. I might have watched a little Kung Fu Theater if it was on. And then Superhost was on until 4 o'clock. There was a little break there, and Star Trek at 6, Kung Fu at 7. Then you call it a freaking day.
Yeah, I found you face down in the pond.
That's right.
And I pulled you out of there.
Look at her showing that cross off. Yeah, you ain't getting nowhere near this.
Well, you know what? I saw that scene as
man, that hair's wild.
Her saying she leave me alone, and him having a little bit of empathy.
She defied him. She stood up to him because he even said to her, I would like to partake in just a little bit of the love you have for Jonathan.
Right.
He didn't even really say it in a nice way.
He leaves here too, same way it started. You don't see him.
He didn't need no permission to enter or nothing, none of that bullshit.
Right. Like he could have bit her here, technically.
Well, that cross.
Well, I don't know. But
the cross is only bothering him part time.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yes, that's what I say. But with all
people
these
dying of the plague, so.
But is it the plague or is it him?
No, it's him killing them.
Right, and they think
it's the plague.
Right, yeah.
And that's what he's symbolic.
Renfield's going to get out here soon.
He's going to bust out. Yeah, let's leave a weapon there. Let's leave the broom right there. Let's leave him with a stick that he can beat somebody with.
The town square, the guy just happened to have a box of flies in there.
I guess.
We'll get that for that insane guy.
Oh, he didn't even need the broom. The guard was stupid.
It was kind of comedic.
Yes.
And then he's going to sit there and yell help, and they're probably used to every lunatic yelling help, so no one's coming.
He quickly stole the keys as he walked by and jumped out.
The guard knows you can't just put your hand through and get out.
Yes.
You're the guard, you know.
Yeah, he's trying. By God, I'm going to try.
This isn't Andy Griffith, you know.
Otis just locks himself up, lets himself out.
Nightmare Maven says, as a younger fan, I can say I have such a deep appreciation for horror today from watching old school horror. Yeah, see?
Thing is, all I want to watch is old school horror.
Yeah.
I don't even really get into any new. And the other thing is, there might be good movies, but you know, I'm an old man, and I know what I like. I know what I'm gonna like.
Same with Amanda from Channel Sundown. But see, yeah, I understand what Eric's saying. I mean, getting in. I mean, I've talked about Luke from Confused Reviews, like how much knowledge he has, and he's still a young kid. But I do understand what you're saying. Where a lot of young
some people
kids,
dig it, a lot don't.
maybe they'll start off there and they'll love it so much that they will go back to this old stuff. And I hope they do if you're a horror fan.
Like we pretty much specialize in old school horror, your channel and mine.
Huh?
And I've got quite a few young viewers. Like they're there, but they're a niche.
Yes.
You know, they're a very niche group.
Yeah.
But it always makes me dude. Like whenever I've got a younger viewer, like hey, I'm 18, I love these old horror movies, and it just makes me so fucking happy.
Heck yeah! Isn't it funny that an old school horror film like this can just make you feel good and happy? I mean, and technically it's a horror film. Little mistake here. The face is so blue, and you see that pink underneath. Little mistake. There. Ted's gonna hate that.
Look, he comes up. He's just like a dog.
Right, I know.
He's just looking for the master's praise. Look, get out of here. He tells him to go. He tells him to go north. He's like, the army of rats and the Black Death will go with you. That's all we ever see of Renfield. He's going to spread the disease elsewhere.
Yep. Go do. I like how he just pushes him away too. Ardith Blood says in the chat on YouTube, says, ironically, it wasn't until Subspecies 2 that you really got the idea of the vampire's connection with the main victim in a real push-pull attraction. So I kind of agree with you there.
Except for this movie being first.
Yeah, Ardith, you've watched Nosferatu. If you haven't seen
this, that idea is presented here.
Yeah, it is.
But it's definitely between.
How did they make that horse lay there?
I don't know.
But
I think they killed it.
Is great.
I know.
They killed it.
Animal rights.
But definitely in Subspecies Radu, and I think what is her name, Debbie or whatever in the movie.
Yeah.
They have that really deep connection.
I'm telling you, that's another one. I want to continue on. I've only seen.
Look, she's trying to tell everybody, man, this ain't the plague.
Yeah.
Don't you all know what's going on?
But Subspecies, awesome movie.
Especially 2. I love 1 and 2. They're great.
Yes, but yeah, she's as Eric said, let's hope that they just knock that horse up with some, I think
roofies. They probably just killed it.
Yeah,
wouldn't it be easier just to kill it?
I can't watch a movie without thinking about it from a filmmaker's point of
right.
view. Like literally, I watch a scene and I'm like, the lights were set up like this and the camera was over here. It's just the way I work. So whenever I see like a horse laying on the ground, I'm like, man, I hope they just put it to sleep for a little bit. Or something.
They put it to sleep, all right.
The horse laying there. Otherwise,
Warner Herzog made sure he got a lame horse that they were going to put down anyways.
It was going well. They turned it into glue afterwards, so it wasn't a complete waste.
Oh man, no, Ardith
that started with like mummified children. So whatever.
Exactly.
I mean,
Ardith Blood does
not exactly respecting life.
She does come back and say, "No, I meant it wasn't until then that you got this metaphor again."
Oh, sure.
Okay,
absolutely.
so there you go.
As far as I know, she's absolutely right.
Yeah. So. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, she's big into the vampire stuff, so she probably knew what she was talking about.
Yeah, I don't think that's pretty. I mean, I don't recall it being present in Dark Shadows. I don't. Not a psychic connection.
Yeah. See.
I don't think anything in Anne Rice pointed to that either. So those are some of the big ones.
Okay, so
definitely not in Hammer. They weren't that classy.
So Lucy's back at the house.
She's trying to convince Dr. Van Helsing what's going on. He's not buying this for a second. He thinks she needs rest. She's delusional. Yeah, look at this some bitch over here just sitting in the corner doing nothing.
I know, they just stuck Jonathan Harker.
They don't lay him down in bed or anything. He's been in that chair.
Horse tranquilizer.
Yes.
Here, we'll give him a shot to make him sleep. He's been sleeping for 3 days.
Well, they worked him to death, and this is the best way they could keep him in the scene.
Yeah, he said,
know.
Werner, I'm just too tired, man. I'm just
Seriously,
sleep
that's
over here,
that's in
right?
the commentary. Werner
It's
Herzog
in the
talks about
commentary.
that on the DVD Criterion edition. Blu-ray
Criterion.
disc. What? Oh,
Should be a Criterion, but it's not.
it's on my digital download.
Oh, well. That's right. That's how you have all your movies.
On my digital downloads.
Yeah, until you drop your hard drive and it breaks.
Ash.
You lose a terabyte worth of movies.
Hey, I cried for a week. Anyways, years down the drain.
My Blu-rays are still on the shelf, nice
I
and
know
neat.
they are. Anyways, Van Helsing just looks like an driven old man
Look
at
at
the
this
end
guy,
of his
man.
days.
Wonder
I
who was
won't
the...
lie, like, I keep seeing hints of David Bowie in his face.
Yeah.
You know, you just said that.
It's
I did.
weirded me out.
Yeah, I did see that there a little
Say
bit.
Peter Cushing was the best Van
Oh.
Helsing there ever was in a movie.
Hey, David Bowie did a vampire movie, right?
The Hunger, we did a
Hunger?
show on. Yeah, we
Yes.
did a commentary on it.
Yep. Did a full commentary.
Interesting movie, different.
It was very different.
Yeah.
And that there again another very artistically done, beautiful film. I think The
Yeah.
Hunger is just. I mean, you start off with that punk,
Yeah,
scene.
Bela Lugosi's dead with Bauhaus and the
Yes.
club.
And then you work on to where the aging and all that.
I gotta check it out. I haven't seen it in too long.
Yes, go see it again.
Yeah, cool
It's-
flick. And there
Yeah.
are some, I even like some of the Euro trash ones like Daughters of Darkness and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That's more about Elizabeth Bathory,
Yes.
Countess Dracula. Hey, Ingrid Pitt did a Hammer movie, Countess Dracula. We should do that one. She's
Really?
butt naked in that one.
Is
She has to bathe in virgin blood, too.
Oh yeah.
Ghost has a song about it on
The
their first
tr-
record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Suppose
you should totally stream that on YouTube.
There we go. Yep.
Lilith Bathory.
Elizabeth Bathory.
Elizabeth Bathory. Yeah.
Look at him running through town like a kid. He's so happy.
Look at him. I know.
Blood, 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 rats, rats, rats.
Come pigeons.
Hi.
He's high.
I'm high.
I sucked
I'm
the-
high.
I sucked the blood of a drunk bastard.
Normally, I'm all about the.
I got
baby,
3
but
letters for
trying-
you. LSD.
He's like, blood's pretty good, but you know what else? Meth.
Oh no. You know what's awesome? Oh look at all the rats again. See, I don't know how they
She's like,
continue.
it's no thing. I'd be like watching it'd take me half an hour to climb those 4 steps.
Sandra says, I know. Sandra says you do know that they train animals. I know, but that's an awful lot of rats.
I don't know
to
if
train.
I don't know if they trained each and every one of these goddamn rats.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, not one of them particularly stands out amongst another. Say, oh no, that's a smart rat.
But still, I can't.
Maybe she's talking about the
It's hard
horse.
for me to think that they trained a horse to just lay on the street. That
I mean, maybe the horse died and they just used its carcass.
maybe he was sleepy.
This is 1970s. This is a German production.
Like, look at these.
I'm guessing they killed it.
Are you telling me a rat?
They just killed it.
I mean, they had no problem killing 6 million Jews. What's a horse?
Oh, jeez.
Oh God, there we go.
Oh,
Man.
I gotta go now.
Oh, jeez. So
I
you're
have to distance myself from
So so you're telling me all of these rats, look at this scene. One of them didn't get between the floorboards digging a tunnel and,
Well, it was trained. It was trained. Not to
Oh,
do
it was
that.
trained. That's right.
No, I think that's what she was talking about.
Ardith Bud says, too,
One of
she
these
goes,
rats is professional, man.
Oh
oh,
man,
my God.
That's how to do his job.
she's looking for him, man. Look at that.
Man, Lucy, take some clothes off, man.
Oh
God
come on! This is
damn.
too classy of a movie.
Come
Now,
on.
see, did she do it already? Where she took the Holy Host because she was reading that book,
Right.
Jonathan's book, How to Defeat a Vampire, and she knows that the whole crosses repel them. The Holy Host will bar them from
Right.
crossing a threshold.
Yeah.
And they said a woman that's pure in heart can,
Ooh.
if she can
You think she's pure?
distract him until the cock crows, will
Yeah,
destroy
she
him.
wears grandma's drapes.
So I think I don't know if
I
she did
know.
already, but
Grandma's
she did
drapes.
crunch up some host and drop it around Jonathan, so he couldn't get away from that area.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
more so that
Look at this.
Dracula couldn't get to him.
Right.
I don't know if that happened already. I wasn't paying attention.
I didn't see that.
But she
Yeah.
just did that here.
She
She's
did.
going around to all his
Right.
coffins and dropping holy host in here, so he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, so they can't, like, it's
See,
a
she's
force,
the freaking
it's
hero
like
in
a
this
force
story.
field. And look at
Yeah, Lucy is.
look at
pigs.
The
and
pigs
shit.
are all walking
Why is
around
this old
here.
lady sitting in a chair in the middle of the courtyard?
Just
10.
in the middle.
What?
The pig
Nowhere.
walks by the scene and he keeps dumping. Look at.
Oh yeah, God, he's dropped 2 bottles. Ew.
He's dropping deuces everywhere.
Oh man,
That was so disgusting.
it's like a pig.
What a pig. But look
And
at.
now this is actually a cool scene here. We could talk a minute about this.
like
There's
Wicker
all
Man.
these people here.
Yeah.
All right, you see kids doing Ring Around the Rosie, which some people associate that with the Black Death, but it's not really about that. That was kind of like a popular thing that started in the 20th century.
Yeah.
That's what that was about. There's not really any evidence about that. But what are you doing? Doing some damage control there?
Oh no, I'm just.
I see you typing. What is someone?
Just answer it. Dr. Metalfreak said, don't encourage nudity.
Making everyone not
This
to
is a
leave.
family show.
Don't
tried to-
encourage nudity.
Yeah, no.
I know, but Ingrid Pitt, man, that's
I encourage
a thing
that
of
all
beauty.
the way.
She should just be hanging up in a museum.
Okay, go on,
But you see
man.
all these people? I mean, look, the plague's going on and they're doing all this dancing. All right?
They think
And this
it's the
was a
end.
phenomenon that did go on in some places during the Black Death. It was
Right.
it was called, plague dancing. You can Google that shit.
Yeah.
And just speaking of like my shirt, I wore the shirt because Ghost, the new song, Rats.
Right.
People sometimes have commented, what's the deal with his dancing in that video?
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a play on the plague dancing because that's what the song is sort of about, the rats and the death and the album itself
Yeah.
has a medieval theme to it. So, but you can Google that stuff. Yeah, plague dancing. People would just go out there. They thought if they just danced, it wouldn't come, and they would dance themselves to death. I mean, they would just do it till they passed out. died.
Indians thought they could dance and bring on rain.
They did.
They did?
I don't know.
Really? Yeah.
But
Is that true?
Plague dancing. A little bit of something going on.
Cool. What's with this guy? This guy jumps on a
Goat
too.
humping
He's
was also very
wrestling.
popular.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Look at all these.
Rats everywhere.
I
Yeah,
know.
but see, look, these are all these rich people sitting at a table having a huge banquet.
Yeah.
Hoity-toity rich people. Look, check this out.
Yeah, this is a cool scene where they're all like their last dinner or
Mm-hmm.
something. They're like, the plague has hit us all.
It's
And
like those people going down on the Titanic where, they were still going down to the restaurant wanting to eat.
Yes.
Like, whatever.
Grab all the food, enjoy it while
But
you
yeah,
can.
look, they're all in their finest. They're
I
eating
have diabetes, but I'm eating this
diabetes.
donut.
I've got diabetes. I hate when my patients say it like that.
Look at all
Like,
those.
come on, don't start talking like that dude on TV.
Oh, God. Eric, was the rats freaking you out a bit?
Oh, is it? You
Well,
don't
I'm
dig
just
rats?
thinking about it from being a filmker. Like when they say cut, like then what?
I
how
know.
many people
Cue
do
the
you
rat
have to
wrangler.
wrangle all those rats.
I know, because I heard him say.
Well, I think that's
Yeah.
another thing they're saying. They weren't.
Now this
I don't
country
think
has
they.
rats.
I don't think they paid much mind to how they wrangled them up.
No.
They might have took some rakes and just raked them into a box.
They raked them into a box.
But the guy even says here, he's like, we all have the plague. We're all dying. So
And then they show the table
empty, covered with rats.
Yeah. Play on words there.
Yes.
Visual play.
So yeah, there's little symbolic,
me. Sorry
metaphorical
about
things
that.
going on in this movie too that differs it from the original, and that's why this is a cool remake. It's okay to remake a movie if you can add something to it and
Tired
make
of
it
Lucy
something different.
teasing us with that 90
I know. Nice and
I'm over
sheer.
it. I'm over
that
it.
goes down to the.
Oh yeah, what
ground.
does the servant come out and say? You need to come see. What does she want him to come see? Jonathan or something?
Getting to the end. Who knows?
I forget.
Oh yeah.
Come see these rats.
Hey, have you seen these rats? They're really big. You can put a saddle on this one.
Come see this dead horse and these rats.
And there's a pig shitting all over the street too.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mina's dead.
Oh, poor Mina, her
Yep,
friend, who
yep.
they really never showed too much in the movie.
Yeah, she got
croaked.
She got sucked to death.
Sandra says Trippin' Dracula, and the Dr. Metal Freak says weirdest Dracula I ever watched had a laser in it. I think it came out in 1979. I never a laser.
If
It
you
sounds
can remember,
cool, but
because actually I couldn't even remember all the titles, but a slew of Dracula or vampire movies came out in '79. I mean, I think I mentioned 3, including Salem's
Yeah,
Lot. But
there's like 12.
there was a bunch. It was just like a big year for vampire movies.
yeah.
And we would stagger them out these days.
I could see a
Hey,
cheap.
that was the year I was born. Maybe I'm a vampire.
Oh, another beer opens up.
Hey, all right.
Here's blood.
We're due for a drunken
It's
Terry.
True Blood.
We're due for a drunken Terry, Eric.
Oh, look, she's giving him
This
a little
is a drunken
smooch here.
Terry.
Yeah, kind of.
Now look, man, he's no one's concerned that he's looking like shit.
I don't know.
Look at them eyes. He's lay him down in a bed.
She's wearing a Komodo. Like,
Yeah.
what's up with that?
Oh, here's where I'm sorry. Here's where she's going to do it. She's going to crumple up the host and sprinkle it around Jonathan.
What are those? They look like breast milk pads.
It's supposed to be.
That's the body of Christ.
It's the body of Christ.
Yeah.
The body of Christ.
Wow.
Little body and blood.
She goes,
sharing and common.
and I like how he just watches her. Look at he just
What
watches.
are you doing?
You're vacuuming up later.
Bitch, you gonna clean all this up.
She put crumbs all over the floor.
I didn't buy you that Dyson for nothing.
Why is he flashing like that? That's weird.
Oh my god! And couldn't he like climb up on the dresser part?
Well, she's not thinking that yet. Now
Well, he
let's
should.
not spoil.
I mean, he
She's
could
not
technically go
thinking
out
that.
the window right now because.
She's thinking. It'll.
God damn, my knees.
Oh
hurt.
well, I guess the vampire could come in that way.
What
But
the hell?
you're getting old, dude. Oh, look at him in the window there, just perving out the window there. He's always got to do that shit with his hand.
Well, he's got those. I wonder how.
It's like it took an hour to put these damn things on. We're getting them on camera.
The nails, yeah. And they're cool when they did show the close up of them. I mean, that
How's he wipe his
they're
ass?
cool, man.
I always wondered that.
Does he need to wipe his ass though?
Oh God.
Exactly.
He's shitting.
He's shitting.
Oh,
blood.
there she is, man.
Oh.
She's.
I love the heaving chest. Heaving.
No, this is a
breaths.
big deal, man. She's making an ultimate sacrifice here for her man,
Right.
for everyone.
But there's a little play going on here, where there's a little empathy from him. She's pushing him away. He's not really going at it, right there.
well, it's like he wants that connection, and like I was saying, he really don't have any idea how to go about it.
Right.
He's used to just taking people for meat, and he's eyeing her all up here. Yeah, okay, like that.
We're all eyeing Lucy.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, the face is beautiful.
dig.
I love that gothic, pale white.
He's checking.
Oh yeah. And
Those are my favorite kind of horror movies.
Well,
man,
he
the
just
gothic ones.
He just grabbed a hold of her cooch. Okay.
Oh, come on, have some class.
He did.
He's just
He
looking at the
rubbed it a
milky
little
white
bit.
legs. He's checking out the yams.
And yeah, he's pulling it up, and she's gonna stop him right.
Yeah, whoa. God, how many times did that happen to me? How many times have I been right there?
Yeah.
Whoa!
She said, "You ain't going there."
Now is not a good time.
I said Outback. I said Outback first.
And I always say like, but I bought you pizza.
Ted, he takes her for a hot dog.
I bought the bitch hot
I
dogs.
bought you hot dogs at Steve's Hot
Oh,
Dog
look, she just
stand.
offers herself to him. Look at that.
Oh, and then he grabs the
Because
breast.
it's all to distract
and
him.
bites.
Ooh, there we go.
Love that.
And look,
scene.
there's no blood. He just sucks nice and gentle.
Yes. And her dress is still all up to her waist, which we don't.
He's using it as an excuse to cop a feel there. Like it.
Look at her. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful scene. Look at
I
this.
always grab a boob when I'm drinking blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then a quick
That's what
glimpse
you do.
to the bat. Love it.
There you go.
The just the imagery of it's just great. Yeah, you gotta always.
I ain't got
touch
nothing
a-
to say. I'm just watching it.
You
This
gotta
is
always
cool.
touch a boob. That's right.
I touch your boob.
That's just a general life lesson.
The old
Amen.
floppy fun bags.
Touch boob
Oh.
if you can.
I like the perky Nicole Kidman ones.
I like when they're concave.
Oh God.
When they go in.
So you can pour liquid in there and suck it out.
Yeah, that's right.
You
Yeah.
can eat cereal out of them.
Oh my God. Honey, let me put my bowl on top of your boob.
It's like a little cup holder. Or if you smoke, you put an ashtray in there.
Put 2 candles in there to light the room when the electric goes out.
Hey, it's all for the mood. It's mood lighting.
Okay, guys, are we going too far?
Not far enough.
I think we've insulted boobs.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
did.
Gotta move
People
on.
say, let's see. What are they saying in here? I'm a rat.
All boobs matter.
Look at him, man.
The scene is beautiful, man. I love it.
She's gonna pull his ass back down.
Yes, look at because she's
You ain't
tricking.
done yet.
Yep. Because he's ready to split.
Yes, he has.
Come on.
He's ready for a sandwich and a nap.
That's right.
Well, because
All right, I like you and all, but I got to split.
because Because what's happening is daylight is coming.
Right.
And she's keeping him there as long as possible so that he can't leave.
This is going to be at the risk of her own life, though.
It is. Because if he
The way
drinks...
he's doing this, I almost feel... I kind of wish he just had a straw.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, he's very hoity-toity.
The straw.
It's like a newborn baby.
He puts a little bib on and, you know...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the cock crows.
The cock
at
grows.
And the light comes in the window, and he notices it's daylight. What am I gonna do?
Wait a minute, he says.
If he had his hand on the boob, you lose track of time.
Yes, you do.
Oh my God, 4 hours.
Now,
of
see, in
that,
the original, when this happens, he just poof, in a puff of smoke, he's gone.
right?
But that's not what happens here. We get a little bit of a cooler ending, I think.
Oh yeah, Kool-Aid Man. What?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of flowers those are right outside that window?
That's probably what he's wondering right about now.
You think?
He'd be like,
You think those are Encyclopedia Britannicas there on the shelf too?
he'd be
No?
like, I don't know.
Okay.
They have encyclopedia. She's missing a few volumes.
Okay. Here,
Oh, look, he's like, you.
cool scene.
You
The-
ho!
Be-
sunlight hits him, and he's going to.
Look, his eyes are all blinded.
He almost looks William Dafoe-ish there. They did a good job in that movie, man.
How did they know what Willem Dafoe would look like?
Legend says that one day Willem Dafoe will be born.
Yes,
He-
Willem. That's right.
I know, he's like the human cigarette butt.
Oh, jeez. I like his characters in movies, though.
Usually, I mean,
he's
you ever
good.
see him in Wild at Heart, Bobby Peru?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And there he really looks like the vampire in Salem's Lot. Yeah.
Yes. But what I think's going on here is because daylight has hit, and not just like the sun didn't burn him or nothing.
No.
He just goes catatonic
I'm not sure.
because they come in and Van Helsing's going to come in a second.
Yeah,
The ending's-
he comes to the goddamn rescue.
Yeah, finally.
Yeah, and here she goes, man. She's going to pass away. There she goes. She gave her life.
Oh man,
Poor
rest in
Lucy.
peace.
She did it, man. She was the hero.
This is when I wish
No one would listen to her.
This is when I wish I owned a funeral parlor. I would take care of her and dress her up. And,
Yeah, I bet you would.
What? Okay, I went too far
Give
again.
her your jar of lube.
Oh Lord! Oh no!
Here's Van Helsing. Yeah, she's dead for sure.
Look at him back there.
What
on
the hell's this
ground.
thing laying on? I'd be more concerned about what's laying on the floor behind me.
I
It's a
would.
giant rat.
I would be concerned he's gonna like
This thing might take a chomp out of my ass.
yeah, bite my leg, get my Achilles tendon.
Yep.
You know,
Look how he's all like, "Ugh."
like in Hostel, where they just like cut the
What?
back of the tendons and the legs.
Watch
Oh,
that movie.
yeah, I don't like it either.
Ah,
It's a little
not
too
watching that.
torture porn.
I don't need
Why'd
to
you
watch
even
that.
bring it up?
I'm sorry.
That ain't got
okay.
no class.
Okay, so yeah, here comes David Bowie comes and
Yes.
Finally got a
Old
point. Now,
man
okay.
Bowie.
Look, he's looking. Where are you going? Hey.
Don't you do what you think I think you're gonna do. And
Don't you be stabbing
It's just,
all
I don't
over.
think he even said anything. He just did like a Sieg Heil thing. And,
and he looks down at the crumbs. He goes,
God damn.
"Someone's gonna clean this
I
shit
wonder.
up.
I wonder if anybody's picking up on it yet. I mean,
Someone's gonna clean this stuff up."
like this is some repugnant shit.
I like it. Does he call the maid or does she just show
I
up?
think she just shows up.
Okay, so you can hear
Yep.
David Bowie.
You can hear
I
him
mean,
hammering
yeah.
the steak.
Van Helsing.
And there it is. That's dead giveaway. And Harker's holding his chest in the same spot.
And this part's just stupid.
Look at he just comes in.
But-
Get him, arrest him. He killed the
Arrest
count.
him, yeah.
You're like, the count who? No one. Who's this guy? Because the whole town is disintegrated.
Right.
There's no city council. There's no police. There's no nothing.
Yeah, there's no.
He's telling this old fart over here to arrest
Look
him.
at that tiny little old man in the back.
I don't know. He played some part in city government, and they're telling him to arrest him. He's like, well, how? How do I do it?
Yeah, he goes. He goes. I
That's
don't.
the smallest old man I ever saw.
Isn't it? He is a tiny old lad.
It is a tiny old man.
Where do I take him? You know, what do I do? I don't have any. I don't have any weapons. What do I do?
Yeah.
I don't have any keys.
I
You're
like
like,
it.
if you want him arrested so bad, why don't you take his ass down there yourself?
That looks like a Civil War print on the
That's
back
Abraham
wall.
Lincoln.
What's going on there?
I don't know. It's
Totally
just-
off.
Someone
kilter.
got one of those caricatures done at the zoo.
Oh Lord! It's Van Helsing when he was younger.
It was.
You got
Like,
edged
they're
by
taking him
Leonardo da
away.
Vinci.
And look, he's telling that maid, hey, go, get your
Clean.
goddamn broom and clean this
Clean.
shit up. Come on. What am I paying you for, woman?
I guess she went up to the...
And here it is, man. This is where, again, it differs from the original as well. So,
Yeah.
you know,
Look at him. Did you see him step aside? real
Count
quick?
Orlok
so fun.
in the original wasn't
comedy.
able to.
It was comedy. Yeah.
He wasn't able
That was
to
pretty
turn.
funny.
And what's...
She's gonna be the new Renfield.
Oh,
They'll
the
make her-
teeth.
She'll be the new Renfield.
I still have work to do.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Now this tells me that...
Bring me my horse.
Is Dracula dead?
He's dead, but in this film version, he's able. A bite will turn you.
Okay, so it's not... Dracula's... Well, he did stake his heart. Okay, yeah.
Right.
Duh.
If he's
So,
if he bites
yeah.
you and lets you live, you'll turn.
Right.
You know. So there he is, riding away on his horse to spread the disease.
Spread the disease.
What the
and
fuck? Where could you be right now?
But
Where's that?
that's it, man.
The Sahara?
Yeah, what the hell? In Germany
How
or
did they get
Transylvania.
there?
I don't know, maybe.
In the sands of Transylvania.
Like sands in the hourglass. And then there it is, getting all distorted reality again.
Yeah.
In the dark clouds.
And the movie...
And there's not even any end credits, just, man, cut. That's it.
Yeah.
We're done. It's like Apocalypse Now. Cut. No end credits.
Yep.
We're done.
Yeah, and that's the end of the movie, man.
That's it.
What you think of that,
Cool-
Eric?
Cool shot. No, great movie.
It's like,
yeah.
now I just have to watch
I
it with
mean-
sound.
I need to watch it again.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, great choice. Ted threw
Thank
this one
you.
out there this
I was
week.
kind of worried. I wouldn't know how we were gonna make such a serious movie enjoyable.
Oh.
Fun. We did it.
It's
You-
not
yeah.
hard when you got the synergy.
Yeah, you got me and Ted here. We
So.
do this every commentary, man. Sometimes we just... Half the thing, we sometimes get off kilter if it's a bad one, and we just talk about other
Let's
stuff.
talk about other movies that are good.
But this was we got through a good commentary here with and it was cool to have Eric
Yes, absolutely.
on here from the
And this was a
Death
good,
Twitch.
classy movie.
And I'll throw out Speed of Sound. He,
Yeah, classic.
yeah,
No,
classic.
you don't have to.
Well, you know, hey, it is what it is.
I don't really produce content for
No.
any of my channels. It's
He
okay.
doesn't. Eric's just chilling right
Just
now.
hanging out.
Yeah. And-
I'm
and
having a beer.
he's a friend of mine. I love it. Nightmare Maven claps. Thanks. The end. All right. Yeah. So I would say anybody, man. Watch this film. It's if you
Watch
love,
the original and watch this one too, because they're both different enough to where
totally
you can
different.
enjoy them tonally. This one's a little bit more dreamy and hypnotic, I think. And
100%.
there you go. I mean, but they both got great things to offer.
Oops.
They do. Did you belch, Eric?
No, not
Okay.
me.
So-
Not me.
So yeah, that was awesome, man. Anybody in the chat? Thank you guys all for showing up. Appreciate it. As always, the Late Horror Show. Make sure you got that bell notified, right? You know. Hey, check us out on iTunes, man. Look up the Late Horror Show in iTunes. If you got an iPad or iPhone.
Yeah.
It's cool to listen to us. I have to admit, I listen to myself every night before I go
I
to bed.
never listen to my show.
Every night.
No.
I listen to the sound of my own voice to go to sleep.
You know, I
You
try.
narcissist.
I try to find some good horror podcasts out there.
There aren't any. We're the best.
It is hard though. I do try to look. There's a couple that are kind of cool.
They just don't do the long format that you and I
No.
probably prefer.
Yeah.
I prefer a show that's a show. You know,
Yeah.
just-
Exactly. Channel Sundown Amanda says, "Bye guys. Take it easy,
yeah.
I
Amanda.
hope your shit's clean.
Yeah. Hopefully everything got cleaned up for you there. Huh? Jeff Boyd, very good. Thanks everybody. Again, thanks everybody. Sandra.
Absolutely.
Monster Cinema, Ken, everybody who came to share this joyous night with us. Yeah. So there we go. I guess we'll end it here. I'm going to stop the stream. Eric, hold on a second. And yeah, we're just going to end it there. So
All right, have a good
until
night.
Next week, everybody.
Same
Take
bad
care.
time, same bad channel.
Exactly. Not sure what we're going to do yet, but you guys all love you. Peace out.